The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everyone, welcome to the special case study training today. I'm really excited that you got a spot, that you showed up, and that you're on time, because I think there's a good chance a lot of people might be showing up late, which might mean that they're not going to get a spot on the training. But first, let me know in the chat, can you guys hear me? Just say hi, Justin, if you can. Let me know. All right, cool. They're flying in. All right, awesome. Probably around 100 hi Justins so far. Great. So yeah, I'm really excited about this training today. We have a really special guest, someone that has had maybe is like he's kind of the guy I think of when I think about automated income, when I think about recurring income, when I think about generating the kind of income that I think a lot of you are interested in, which is autopilot income. You probably saw from some of the registration pages that we kept talking about how this is an autopilot income training. So it's kind of focused on methods and strategies that build real autopilot income, things that you don't have to kind of keep working on day after day, and that will make money whether you work on them or not, whether you're traveling, sleeping, and all that stuff. Of course, it does take work, but it's focusing on strategies that bring you long-term value because it's ongoing money. So let me know in the chat, first of all, is that something you guys are excited about? Is putting in kind of work now to create autopilot income, not and thinking about kind of that long-term, that lifestyle? Is that kind of what your guys' goal is with ClickBank? It's not about like, working as hard as you can forever, right? It's playing smart. Of course, it is hard work, right? I hope you guys understand that. Give me a dedicated. That's a long word. Just give me a yes if you guys are dedicated to kind of building out these strategies and these methods, because we're going to be talking about them on the training, but you got to do it, right? And that's the most important thing. Here at ClickBank University, we really focus on helping you build businesses online, but it's all about you, and it's about you putting in the work. And we're giving you the tools, we're giving you the path. We're trying to bring on special guests like Adam Short, who's going to be on in a few minutes, to show you and explain and teach and kind of just help you see the path. But it's up to you to take that path, right? Okay, cool. So let me know in the chat, right, because we're about to fill up. Let me know, where are you guys from, or where are you watching this from right now? I just want to see it. This is always so amazing to me how you get. Okay, so I'm going to read this in order, okay? Jamaica, Tampa, Idaho, Australia, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, Canada, Colorado, Bolivia, New York. It's just amazing how you guys are all over the world. You see the power of the internet because, look, we're all talking to you from all over the world. It's so amazing. And you guys are going to be able to do these strategies from wherever you are. So don't worry about that. And right before we get started, I kind of want to just go into it. I don't want to kind of play around too much longer. But what I wanted to let you guys know is these ClickBank University trainings, these special trainings where we bring on special guests to teach about their methods and their strategies, they usually fill up to the max. So GoToWebinar only allows 1,000 people. That's just like the platform restriction. So what happens is we usually fill up to 1,000 people, and then people won't be able to get in who wanted to attend. And it'll just say, sorry, we're full. But that also goes for you guys if you leave and then try to come back. Okay? So let me know if that makes sense first. Just say yes if you understand that if you leave and come back, there's a good chance it'll say, sorry, we're full. Because I don't want too many upset people. I'm sure I'll get some upset people anyway who are upset that they won't be able to attend this training because it's probably gonna be full very soon. So yeah, I'm excited about this training. It's with a guest who's been on ClickBank for several years, and I look up to as kind of an expert in autopilot income and in recurring income. And I've actually learned a lot from him. I don't even know if he knows this, but he's going to be sharing some methods, and I'll tell you which ones I have actually used as well. And we'll be able to do some Q&As at the end. So let's just get into it. Are you guys ready? Just say ready if you are. Let me know if you are ready. That's all I want to know, so we can jump in. Hopefully you have a pen and paper ready as well, so you're going to take notes. That way you can take action after and immediately take action. And okay, you guys are ready. And then the next thing I want to see is, are you going to take action with the training today? Just say action. So you're not going to just learn, but you're going to take action after the training. Action. All right, we got to get to like a couple hundred actions, and then we'll rock, okay? All right, let's just go ahead and let's do it. I'm really excited for this training. I'm going to be taking notes as well. And let's see if our guest is on. Adam, are you on?
Yeah. Hey, Justin, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Does everyone else hear him? Let us know in the chat. Just say yes if you guys can hear Adam Short. All right, I think you are good to go.
All right. Fantastic. Well, if now is the time, then I'll go ahead and take it away. That sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks very much, Justin, for the introduction and for having me here. I'm really, really happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this webinar for a couple of weeks, and I've prepared a presentation that I think could potentially be life-changing for a lot of people on this call. So I'm really excited about it. I have a lot to share, and I'll just go ahead and we'll dive right into it and get going. So you should see on your screen the title slide, Niche Profit Full Control, how to create a 5 to 6 figure per month automated online business. And that's exactly what I'll be sharing with you today. I'll be sharing the techniques and the strategies. Probably a better way to put it would be to say the system, because it really is a system for building simple but very profitable and highly automated niche websites. I've been doing this now for many, many years, over 10 years now. And in that time, I've built hundreds of websites. And of course, building that many websites, I've learned along the way how to make things better and better and more effective. And I've stayed very active with it. So as the internet has changed and evolved, the system itself has changed and evolved with the internet. And fortunately, the internet and the system just work really well together. So my business and this system has become more successful, actually, as time has gone on. And that's been really, really cool to see. So, you know, what makes this system that you'll be learning so special? There's a couple of things that really differentiate it from the other standard online business models that really set it apart. And Justin was talking earlier about automation. And automation really is the key word here. And automation really leads to having more freedom in our lives. And for me, when I started to get going with internet marketing, and I saw that the internet had the potential to give me that in my life, that was the hook for me. And I think that's the hook for a lot of people. So, you know, if that's something you're looking for, this system is perfect for you, because you really can create a truly automated income stream that is life-changing, because then you have more income, potentially a lot more income, but you don't really have to work to keep it coming in. It's an amazing thing. So I have here on the screen, there's really 3 things it boils down to. The automation, which we just talked about. The other 2 things, it's proven and predictable. Again, I've been doing this now for a really long time. I've proven the system myself with hundreds of sites, and I've been teaching it now for over 5 years, and have thousands of students who have followed the system and who are using it and have created life-changing businesses for themselves. So, and it is a system, it's a blueprint, so it's predictable. If you take the time to learn it, all you have to do after that is implement it. And neither of those things is difficult, because the system itself is simple. So as long as you take action and you see it through, you'll see success. That's a great thing. We're also building a real business here. This is not a fly-by-night income stream. We're not building things on a shaky foundation by any stretch. We're building valuable sites here that actually give value to the internet and provide value to people who visit your sites. So this is an evergreen business model. I have sites that I built literally, I'm going to share one of them at least with you on this call, all the way back in 2005, that I literally haven't touched since I built. And those sites are making money every single day, predictably, reliably. I may as well just not even know that they're there. I don't need to put any effort into maintaining them or keeping them going. And again, that's back in 2005. So that's what we're talking about here. So you just imagine for a moment, if you haven't ever really kind of sat with the idea of having an automated business like this, maybe take that moment now to do that. And imagine, really think about if you had a website that earned you, say, $10,000 per month or more, that you only had to work 2 to 3 hours per day from home, and some days not at all, and that there was truly no cap to your income because you knew the avenues for scaling your earnings. You're going to see as we go through this call that this model is kind of like an income dial. Like if you imagine a dial that you can just twist up or turn down the other way, you actually have that power with this business that if you want to increase your income at any given time or just permanently, you can just turn the dial up. And there's ways to turn it down too. So that's how much power we're actually gaining with this. And it's one of the reasons I call this niche profit full control. It's partly about controlling the niches that you'll be going into, becoming a leader in those niches. But it's also about control over our time, over our lives and how we choose to spend our time. So it's a little bit deeper meaning than just controlling a niche and maximizing revenue in that niche, although that will happen. It's also about having more autonomy. So a little bit more background on myself and how I got started and what my track record is, just to establish some credibility here. I will try not to spend too long here because I know you're probably excited and eager to hear how the system works and just actually start doing it. So that's a photo there of myself with my mom and sister. And that's on my college graduation day. And yeah, I share that photo just because it's funny to me to think about sometimes how I have really no computer background, but today have a successful internet business. So I was actually a literature major in college, graduated in 2003 from a little liberal arts school in Southern California, and really didn't know what I wanted to do exactly, but also always just kind of assumed that I would be working for someone else. That was always what I assumed would happen. So it's funny to think that, without any real prior internet or computer experience or any real vision of being an entrepreneur, that today I have a 7-figure per year business that's generated $12 million plus in the last few years, pretty much working from home. So, anyone can do this. That's my point here. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, for starters, and it doesn't matter either what your background is or where you're starting from. So just to complete the story, when I graduated, again, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and a friend of mine worked for a company called Overture. Now, when I used to talk about Overture, everyone knew what I was talking about, and I've seen as the years have gone by that now like only a small number of people in an audience know what Overture is. Overture was actually the world's first major pay-per-click search engine. They created the concept, the model of pay-per-click, which became, as we see now, it's responsible for billions of dollars for Google and Facebook and Yahoo. It's one of the key revenue drivers on the internet, the pay-per-click model. So Overture created this model. They partnered with the little kind of starter search engines at the time, Alta Vista, and some of the others that I can't think of right now. And they were displaying pay-per-click ads on these search engines. That was Overture. So I was hired as a entry-level marketing analyst. And while I was there, it was really, as soon as I got there, I kind of started to realize that it really was something brand new, and it was like the Wild West. It was the Wild West of the internet days. And what was happening is there were a lot of people working at the company who were actually making money on the side using Overture, because anybody could open up an Overture account. It took about 20 minutes back then because it was so clunky, but you could open up an Overture account pretty quickly. You could start running ads on the Overture network through your account. Clicks were pennies per click because it was brand new, and you could drive traffic straight to any affiliate offer you wanted. So I started doing this naturally. Everyone was kind of doing it, and so I started doing it and making money with it. And that's just when kind of like the curtain lifted, things started to clear, and I could see that, wow, that maybe this is a direction I could go. Maybe I can work for myself. And that thought just really grabbed me, and I really haven't looked back since. So of course it hasn't been all roses. I quit Overture after about a year, and within a couple of months after quitting, my income that I had built up was wiped out. And I quit because I was really confident that I was going to be a successful internet marketer. But I really hadn't gained any skills. I just kind of was capitalizing on this trend that didn't last very long. Overture changed their rules. People doing this kind of thing were basically immobilized, and my income was wiped out. So that was a big learning experience. That's when that was the beginning of my journey. So from there, I kind of went into panic mode. I started trying to replace my income as quickly as I could, but I couldn't find any loopholes quite like that one. But I kept trying to find that loophole, and I bought thousands of dollars in internet marketing courses. I was overspending, not earning anything, and just sinking further and further into debt. Pretty quickly, I had to move out of my apartment, and I moved in with my aunt, who was kind enough to have me, and stayed there for a few months, basically sleeping on her couch with her dogs. She had 5 large breed dogs, which I'm allergic to, and just would wake up every day just surrounded by these dogs and just kind of wondering what happened to my life. But it kind of, just kept going, kept kind of just banging away at it. And eventually really realized that it was going to take work to actually gain the skill of how to create an automated, solid online business where that would last, that wouldn't be susceptible to being taken down like this. And that really became my mission, and I started doing that, pursuing that, and eventually, after a couple more years, things clicked. And when they clicked, it was just like things just took off. So you can see that early 2005, I was $100,000+ in debt. By late 2005, and earning zero. By late 2005, I was earning 5 figures per month for my niche sites. That's how fast it happened. The cool thing, I think, for everyone on this call is that what I'm hoping I can do, I've done this for a lot of people so far, is I can give you the keys so that you don't have to go through that 2-year, 3-year struggle like I did. And if you are struggling now in some capacity, that we can end that now. And you can just leap forward with the right information at hand and start to see results really quickly. You can skip that arduous journey that some people have to take. So this is just a quick screenshot of some of my earnings over the past couple of years, just to show you that I'm actually earning money on the internet. 2014 was 1.5 million, 2015 4.4, 2016 1.8, and so on. Now here's 2017. I took this screenshot September 2017, and you can see the income's a little bit less this year. But here's what happened. At the beginning of the year, I decided I wanted to just take the year completely off, do some traveling, which I hadn't done a lot of before, and just take my focus off my work and just put it somewhere else for a while. So that's what I did. I committed to that. I really didn't work much at all this year. And the income, as you can see, is still averaging $50,000 a month or so. We'll likely close the year at 600,000 or so. Now, all I did was I turned off my paid traffic sources. That's it. So all of this income, and what happened, I turned off the paid traffic sources, but the organic traffic sustained the business. So that's it. Now, just to be clear, I don't do any SEO. I'm not talking about search engine optimization here. So this is not Google organic traffic we're talking about. We're talking about organic traffic that's much easier to harness from sources that I'll talk about later in this call. But that's what I'm talking about with that dial. You can turn it up, you can turn it down, you have control. So when I'm ready to jump back in and put a little more time into monitoring my paid traffic campaigns, I'll do that. I'll turn them back on and get going with it again. But now you probably can see at this stage, organic traffic is key. What I mean by organic traffic is traffic that is automated and free and ongoing. Traffic where you put in the work once and it continues to flow in over the long term and will even speed up by itself over time without you having to do anything. It's like pushing a moving train. It's like it's hard to push at first, but then once it gets going, it starts moving of its own velocity, basically. That's the same thing with these traffic sources I'm going to be showing you later. Really powerful, and that's what leads to automation. That coupled with the fact that we're going to be promoting information, which is not a physical thing that we have to ship or pay for. So you'll see how that all clicks together as we go. Now, as I've said, this is not just me. I've been teaching this now since 2008. Thousands of people all over the world are using this exact system to make part-time and full-time incomes online. I want to share a few quick stories just to share a few quick student results here, and then we'll get into the how-to part of this. So here's Joanna Amons. Joanna is she basically had to find a way to stay at home and spend more time with her son. She was working full-time at an office. She came into my program a couple of years ago. She started working with it and pretty quickly hit that 5-figure per month mark. You can see 12,000 per month on average. She's working now as little as 1 to 2 hours a week, and she's been able to quit her job and focus full-time online with just one website. Just one website, one niche site that took a couple of months to get going. William Leclue. So William was working in the finance sector. He was actually laid off in 2008 during the whole financial meltdown, and found this system, went through it pretty quickly, got to close to 5 figures. He may be over 5 figures now, because this case study, I actually spoke with him over 6 months ago. So he was at $7,700 per month in automated income, and he hasn't had to, nor does he want to go back to his full-time job. Now, Stephen Cadlick, Stephen was working at Kmart actually when he found the system, and he just ran with it. He built one website that he got to $18,000 per month, and it was humming along for a long time. Him and I were talking on and off for over a year while his site was just raking it in. And then he ended up actually selling it last year for a significant sum. So that's another thing, that's another thing with building something that has value. It doesn't take a lot of work to actually do. There's so many shortcuts, but these sites that I'm going to be showing you how to build, you can sell because they have value, and they have a lot of value. So the whole point of all this, what I'm hoping to demonstrate or kind of convey in the initial part of this presentation, is just that you can do this too. I really want you to know that now and believe it. And here's some things to back it up. There's no prior training required. Most of the people who come into this training don't have any prior experience. You can do this from virtually anywhere in the world. It's really, really simple. I don't, as you go through this call, some of this stuff is bound to be new, and it might feel like there's a lot of moving pieces, but I just really want to urge you to not stress out about it, because after you go through it a second time, it's all going to start to gel. It's really simple after you've gone through it once. And lastly, it costs virtually nothing to get going. Virtually nothing. You need a domain name and hosting. That's it. So not too many businesses out there quite like this one. Now, as we go forward in the call, I'm going to be sharing case studies. I'm going to show you, of course, what to do and how to do it. But at the same time, I'll be sharing some of my own real money-making sites on the call. Now, these aren't sites that I built years ago that are not doing that well anymore or something like that. These are sites that are doing well, that are are doing well right now that you can go check out and see for yourself and click around, so that it starts to feel tangible. You can see these sites, you can listen to this presentation, and you can really see how this works and how it can work for you. So I'm going to start out here by sharing a site that's kind of near and dear to me. This was actually my first truly successful site in my portfolio. And every site since then has been based on this site right here. I followed the same blueprint over and over and over. And it's a little website, betatips.com, and it's a little website on how to care for pet betta fish. That's it. So that's what we're talking about here. If you kind of just step back for a sec, that's what we're talking about. Simple little niche websites and hobby niches, or you can go into more popular niches too with this model. And you're basically giving away information, and that is what's going to lead to revenue. And I'll show you how that works as we go forward. Now, this little website that I built back in 2005 earns, $1,000 per month on average. It's made money nearly every day since 2005, and it's a 100% autopilot site. So we're talking over 10 years now. Again, I don't know too many automated income assets quite like that. Now, I call these sites automated selling machines, or ASMs. So that's what we're going to be referring to them as we go forward. If I say ASM, I'm just talking about one of these sites. Now, my goal by the end of this call is that you're going to know how to do this well enough that you can leave the call and actually start taking steps towards creating your own site. So we're really going to go into detail here and flesh everything out. And we'll start at the very beginning. Here's essentially what we're doing with this model. And this is the same approach that everyone who's done really well with the information model has been using. This is how to maximize it. We're simply identifying a niche. So a niche is a group of people who all share a common interest. And we want to identify what is the problem that group is facing. And then we build a simple little website offering a solution to that problem in the form of information. And we earn our money through product recommendations as affiliate marketers, or we can create and market our own products. And I'll talk about both avenues as we go forward. Now, I've personally created over 300 profitable sites following this simple rinse and repeat formula, all based upon that initial betta fish site that I just shared a second ago. And this is based on what I referred to earlier, the information model. There are really three main models online that you can follow to earn money. There's the information model, there's the physical products model, and there's the services model. So the information model is what we're talking about here. The physical products is e-commerce, selling physical products. And the services model is offering some sort of service, like you could be a social media manager or SEO services, any sort of service. The information model stands apart though, again, because of the automation factor. And information is what the internet is made of. So this model is at the core foundation of the internet, and that's why they work so well together. People use the internet primarily to obtain information. So by pursuing this model, by taking advantage of it, you're plugging into something that's growing so fast and has so much momentum, where there's so much opportunity that if you just start taking the steps forward, it's difficult not to be successful with it. So let's go forward here. Now, we're going to kind of shift. We're just kind of going further and further as we inch towards and get more and more detailed. So taking another step forward here. And how do we create an ASM? How do we create one of these sites? There's 3 steps. Step 1 is to select a profitable niche. Step 2 is to set up your niche website. And step 3 is to drive traffic. That's how simple this model really is. Now you can see next to each of those, I have the right way, the right way, the right way. That might sound a little bit redundant. It is redundant on purpose because there's a lot of different ways to select a niche. There's a lot of different ways to set up a niche website. There's a lot of different ways to drive traffic. But we want to do these things in the optimal way. The way that is the shortcut. A shortcut, though, that doesn't mean worse results, a shortcut that means better results. We want to do this in the fastest, most profitable way possible. We want to breeze through these steps. And that's what this model is. That's what you'll be learning. Again, I've been implementing this model for over 10 years and have taken the information model and developed an extremely fast and effective way to implement it. And again, it's been used now by thousands of students to build life-changing online businesses. So it's a proven model. And as I mentioned earlier, you can do this as either a product owner or an affiliate or both. So if you just want to do affiliate marketing and never create your own products, that's perfectly fine. And you can still build a very profitable online business doing that. If you're interested in product creation, then that's great too. It's often, product creation will inevitably lead to more money, but you don't have to be a product creator to earn great money. Creating your own products, though, will lead to more money. Now, the way that I do this and the way that I teach it, the way that I recommend that you do it, you don't have to do it this way, but this is what I recommend, is doing it in 2 stages. If you're just starting with this, don't worry about product creation right now. Don't even worry about it, because it'll serve you better if you learn how to get a website up, how to start building your list, and how to start driving traffic, and not worry about the product creation side of it. Just do that and start earning money as an affiliate, and then go to the product creation, and you'll have the site in place with the traffic. You'll have those skills that I just mentioned nailed down, and you can really create great products that sell well at that stage because you can put your focus into that. So I recommend launching a simple affiliate site, and we'll go over how to do that. And then once it's earning income, you can just keep going with it and scale it up, add more traffic. There's different ways to scale an affiliate site that we'll talk about, or you can add your own products to increase profitability that way. The big thing about adding your own products to a website is that now you can have your own affiliates. That's the key thing that happens. That's the key thing that can take a site from 5 figures to 6 figures per month. Getting to 5 figures per month as an affiliate, very, very doable. Getting to 6 figures per month as an affiliate, much tougher, very rare. Getting to 5 figures per month as a product owner, yes, very easy. Getting to 6 figures per month as a product owner, doable. So it's a big shift. It's a simple shift, but when you can have your own affiliates promoting you, it's a big shift revenue-wise. So let's just look at this as we go forward. Let's start by looking at this in sort of diagram format. And this is an affiliate ASM. So an affiliate automatic selling machine. This is how simple it is. We're going to be driving traffic to a website, and we're going to be building an email list, because that's what the information model is built upon, is building an email list. Building a list gives you so much leverage and control over your revenue versus just sending someone to an information site and not building a list. There's just no 2 ways about it. Email marketing works. It's continuing to work better and better and better. Surveys that come out and polls that are done are showing that actually people are starting to, email marketing is like television commercials. It's that mainstream now, and people are actually starting to prefer it as their method of receiving communication from companies. So email marketing is where it's at, and it's the foundation of this system. So we're going to be sending traffic to a website, say a website on Beta Fish Care, and people will be joining our beta fish list, just for example, and we'll be sending emails on how to care for your beta fish. Now, within those emails, some of those emails will just have simple little tips on how to care for beta fish, and some emails will recommend products. And through those recommendations, we earn money as affiliates. And if you do all those things the right way, as I'll be showing you, it's easy. Now, shifting gears here, here's a full-fledged ASM. In other words, a product-based ASM, where we've gone beyond affiliate marketing now, and now we're selling our own products in addition to affiliate products. So that's what it looks like. We're driving traffic to the same website, or we can start a new website, or we can just do the same website, and we're going to be sending emails to that same list, but now we'll be promoting our own products and affiliate products too that complement our products. We even build an entire funnel like you see there. You might have heard of that term before, a product funnel. And that's where you have more than one product that someone is exposed to during the checkout process. That can really add a lot of revenue to your business. We'll talk more about funnels later. So I want to talk a little bit about a new case study or a new website that we launched relatively recently in the freelance writing niche. And I use this exact approach to do it. Now, this has fast become one of my favorite sites because the freelance writing niche I've learned is super lucrative. The site took off very quickly, and it's been a fun project. So we entered this niche and launched an affiliate ASM first, a simple affiliate site, and it started earning income within about 2 weeks. So we saw the potential and decided, well, we're going to go ahead and launch a full-fledged ASM. We're going to add our own products, in other words. So about a month later, that's what we did. It's one of our highest earning sites right now. It's completely automated and continuously growing. And it's an example of this approach. Now, we could have just stuck with the affiliate version of the site and never created our own products, but we decided to do that because I've been creating products now for a long time and know the system and know that if I do it, it will increase income. So here's a quick screenshot of the affiliate ASM when we first entered the freelance writing niche. And I believe the site's still up. You can go to freelancewritingresources.com. Now, we launched it as a simple 10-page website, drove traffic with Facebook, and promoted an affiliate product on ClickBank, started earning income within a couple of weeks, saw the niche potential. Now, this site was actually doing quite well. And what you can do at that stage is you can just transition it into a product. You can just add products to the same site. But we wanted to launch a new site because we found a domain we liked better. So we launched a separate site, Freelance Writing Riches, and created the full-fledged ASM. So it also started as a 10-page website. All we did was add our own products, ramp up traffic, and do a little bit of rebranding. That was it. Now, as we go through these steps, I'm going to be tying them back to the Freelance Writing Riches case study, which is the full-fledged ASM, so that you can get a feel for the entire system. And this is really the closest thing to going back in time and actually watching me create a full-fledged ASM from scratch. So as you learn the system, I'm going to be referring back to that case study site. So with that said, let's get into the how-to part. Let's go ahead and implement this system together. Let's say we're just starting from scratch and it's time now to launch your profitable website. How are you going to go about it? We're going to go through those 3 steps right now. We're going to select a profitable niche. We're going to set your niche website up, and I'll show you how to drive traffic and how to do all of these things the right way. Now, a quick but important note, we're going to go through the manual way to do all of this. By manual, I mean the old way, or the way that people who are kind of on the outside have to do because they don't have the specialized tools that we are going to have access to. Later on the call, I'm going to reveal the accelerated cutting-edge way to do everything that takes about 1/10 the time using special tools that I've developed. Now, why share the manual way at all? Because it's really important to learn the system. It's really important to know how to do it manually so that when you have these really powerful tools at your disposal, that you use them and get the best results from them. You know, if you've never flown a jet before, you don't want to jump in the cockpit and just start pushing buttons. So, you know, you want some training first. So that's what we're going to do, is go through these steps and flesh out the details so that you can really hit the ground running with the tools later on. And that's what's going to separate you from a lot of other people trying to pursue the information model and not being successful. It's the knowledge, but it's also the tools and how to use them. And so let's go ahead and start with step 1, which is selecting a hot niche. Now I'm going to share with you one of my favorite methods for doing this. It's a 5-minute niche selection method. There are actually several ways to choose really hot niches and different places you can go to do that. We don't have time to cover them all, so I've picked one of my favorites just to give you an idea of how to select a niche and how easy it actually can be. So up on the screen here we have ClickBank, and I think as ClickBank University students or subscribers, you probably know what ClickBank is. Maybe there are some people on the call who don't. I'll just give a quick overview. ClickBank is an affiliate network. So they bring together affiliates with product owners. They bring those parties together, and affiliates can promote the products that product owners list in the ClickBank marketplace. ClickBank facilitates the transaction and pays affiliates and product owners what they're owed, and everything is tracked and consolidated on ClickBank. So it's a great service that way, but it's just such an amazing asset for someone who wants to implement this information model. It is because they really specialize in information products, and they've gotten so big now that there's so many affiliates on ClickBank, and there's so many products. And if you know how to harness ClickBank, it's an amazing tool. So it's where I go a lot of the time to choose my niches. This is where I found the freelance writing niche as well. So we're here on the ClickBank homepage, and this is how the technique works. You start by clicking Affiliate Marketplace at the top, and we can see categories down the left. And at this stage, you can really click anywhere. You don't have to click on employment and jobs, but I'm going to click on employment and jobs for this example, because I'm going to show you how I found that freelance writing niche. And we're here now in a category, and on the right, we see products. These are products that people have created or companies have created. Usually it's just like a person, often, and they've listed those products on ClickBank so that affiliates like us, because remember, we're starting out as affiliates, can come by and hopefully start promoting these for them and earning a commission. Now, when I'm looking through the marketplace, I'm really just looking at one number. ClickBank has done us a tremendous service by giving us this number, gravity, because gravity tells us how well a product is selling. It's an indicator of how well a product's selling. And rather than get into exactly how to define, what the definition of gravity is, it's more useful just to know what's a low gravity and what's a high gravity. If you want to look up the definition of gravity on ClickBank, go ahead and do it. But what I've come to find, having built so many different sites and worked with so many different affiliate products, is that a gravity of at least 20 is what we want to look at when we're doing affiliate marketing. And that's kind of the cutoff. So when I'm looking through the marketplace, I'm looking for products that have a gravity of 20 or higher. And of course, the higher the gravity, the better the product is selling. What gravity is actually telling us is how well affiliates are already doing promoting the product. Now, that's very valuable information, because if affiliates are already having success promoting this product, there's literally nothing stopping us from having success, especially since we have this cutting edge system at our disposal. It's telling us that these are proven sellers. So it's literally impossible to pick a poor niche if you're basing your decision off of gravity. It's impossible, which is really nice, because then you don't waste months in the wrong niche. So as you can see here, the first product there has 5 gravity, the next one has a 70 gravity, and the next one has a 2 or close to 3. So obviously the first 2 we're going to rule out. That second one, though, has a 70. Writing Jobs 2016. So when I saw that, of course, it piqued my interest, and I thought, writing jobs. So now you might be wondering, how did we just find a niche? Didn't we just find a product? Well, when you find a hot selling product, by default, you found the niche. We just have to ask the question at this stage, who's that product being sold to? And the answer should just come. It's freelance writers. You can tell by the product title. If you can't tell by the product title, go to the website. You can see what it's being sold to, freelance writers. So we have our niche. Now that we have our niche, we know that we want to build a helpful resource for freelance writers, helping them become more successful. And through that resource that we're going to set up, we'll be referring people over to this product and earning a commission. Now, I want to show you a quick shortcut here before we move forward. How to identify all of the top selling products in ClickBank instantly. If you go back to ClickBank and click on Advanced Search, I've kind of expanded it there in the upper right, click on Advanced Search, you can just run a customized search. So here we can set it to all categories. So we're going to filter the whole marketplace, and down here, show items with gravity higher than 19, because 20 is our cutoff. Click on search, and that's going to weed out most of the marketplace, quite frankly, and leave us with a small number relatively speaking. So as you can see there, 245 products. It's eliminated thousands and thousands and left us with 245. Now, we're not going to build 245 sites right now. You want to go through and pick just one of those products that will give you your niche, and then you're going to promote that product through your website. So 245 winning products to choose from across a variety of highly profitable niches. So you just, at this stage, it's like an Easter egg hunt, but you know where all the best eggs are. You just go through and you just choose the niche. And at this stage, I like to choose a niche that I'm interested in, even if there's just a slight interest, because it just makes the whole process so much more fun. So if you're interested, whatever you may be interested in, as you're scanning this, you don't want to build a site that where you're interested in the topic, but there's no money in it. But if you find a niche where there's great money and there's an interest, it's going to make the whole process much more fun as you move forward and build your site. So again, just to reiterate, you match the product that you found back to a niche. It's just a mental exercise. So we found the product Writing Jobs 2016. And I didn't show you the product, but if you go to the sales page, it's just a product that helps freelance writers find higher quality jobs. So that product's being sold to freelance writers. There's our niche. So that's one of my favorite niche selection methods. Now, I want to answer some questions. You might not be wondering these now, but I get these a lot at this stage. So maybe some people are wondering, what about competition? We've pulled back 245 very lucrative niches. Isn't there going to be a ton of competition? Well, that's true. The more competitive a niche is, the more profitable it will be. However, here's the thing. The internet is not the same as it was 5 years ago in terms of competition. The whole traffic landscape has changed. And the traffic methods that I'm going to teach you later work in any niche equally well, meaning it's just as easy to drive traffic to a website in a high competition niche as it is to one in a low competition niche. Just as easy. So with that in mind, often you just don't have to think about competition. You don't have to worry about it. If you find a product that's selling well, promote it. So that's my point. Follow the formula. Identify the high gravity products on ClickBank and choose a niche based around one of those. Don't worry about competition. Now, more about competition though. What if everyone's choosing the same niches? We've just pulled back 245 niches. That's a bit limited given that thousands of people are going to see this webinar. Well, here's the thing. That never happens. It's really, really hard to saturate a niche. And case in point is Betafish. I built that site in 2005. I've shared it with over 100,000 people over the years. I've broken down how I've built it, how they can rebuild it and copy me. Lots of new competitors as a result have come into the space. Betafish Center still chugging along. Betafish Tips and the sister site, Betafish Center, are chugging along, earning money about the same as they ever were, because that's the nature of the internet and the opportunity that there is with traffic. There's such a varied, such a variety of traffic sources out there. Another thing is very few people, relatively speaking, know how this works. These niches are so much bigger than the number of people participating in them. So, and again, this is just one niche research technique of several that work really well. I only have time to cover one, but when you know all of them, you'll be able to identify thousands of profitable niches. Over the last decade or so, I've uncovered and I've kept a private spreadsheet of over 4,000 niches where this formula can be applied. So you really just don't need to worry about competition. Just follow the formula and hone in on gravity. Now, as Justin mentioned in the emails that you've been getting over the past couple of days, I'm going to be giving away some free gifts on this call, valued at more than $400. And what these gifts are, these are supplemental training materials that will just enhance everything you're learning in this presentation. So with that said, I'm going to talk about special gift number one. These are free, by the way. You're going to get a download link at the end of this call. You have to stay to the end of the call, though, to get these. You're going to get a download link where you can download these. So there's 3 different gifts. The first one is the Top 50 Niches report. So this contains 50 pre-screened niches. I wrote this report myself. I identified the top 50 most lucrative niches online today and wrote an in-depth report on each of them, and I've included those in this report. So And that's a pretty fast way to choose a niche too. You just open that up and skim through it and pick your niche. Now, earlier I said that we're going to be going through the manual way to do these 3 steps, but there's an accelerated way to do all of them. So I want to just touch upon, we've completed step 1 of choosing our niche. What's the accelerated way to do this? You know, everything can be made faster and more effective and more profitable. So in this case, there's special software that I've developed that plugs into ClickBank and other niche research treasure troves, analyzes all of the products and data instantly, ranks hundreds, even thousands of niches in order of profitability for you on the screen, and feeds this information back into a simple dashboard on your computer screen. So imagine not even having to go over to the ClickBank marketplace, just opening this piece of software and instantly in real time seeing the best niches on the internet all listed, constantly refreshing, constantly ranked in order of profitability. And with the ability to click on one and see in-depth details. So that's what I'm talking about with cutting edge software. And I'll talk about that more at the end of the call. I'll really circle back to this accelerated road that you can go down and talk about it in more detail. But I just want to touch upon it now. So step 2 is launching your website. This is the part that I think can be intimidating if you've never launched a website before. And again, so I just want to say again that and even if this seems like a little bit much right now, realize, number 1, that these websites are really simple. These are not flashy sites. They don't need to be. You don't need any technical background. This is all point and click, drag and drop ultimately. So I'm going to go through again the manual way to do this. So it may not seem that exciting as we go through these steps, but then I'm going to talk about the accelerated way to do it, which is much more exciting. Now, at this stage, you know, you have your niche, and it's just an idea at this stage. So I want to go into the freelance writing niche. So, and at the same time, you've identified, and here's the key thing, you've identified the problem within the niche already through the ClickBank research method. Because here's the thing, and that's one of the things that people get stumped on all the time. You have to find the problem in the niche. Only if someone's experiencing a big problem are they going to spend money online. Because, and the bigger the problem or the more urgent or real the problem is, the quicker and the greater amount of money someone will spend to solve that problem. And that's why this model works so well, because information is instant. You can solve people's problems instantly. So, you know, there's a lot of money flowing around here. So, just with that in mind, excuse me, let me just get a drink of water here. When you find the product on ClickBank that you're promoting that has the high gravity, they have already found the key problem. All you have to do is read the sales page and look at the product title. We found a product a second ago, Writing Jobs 2016. I didn't pull up the sales page for you. I apologize for that. But if you go to the website, it talks about how it's going to help freelance writers find better clients and better jobs. There's the problem. We know that's the key problem because that product had a gravity of 70. Freelance writers are buying it. So we know that we need to build a website around that problem, helping freelance writers find jobs. So now we're in a niche, but now we've identified the urgent problem. That's the step that we're taking that a lot of niche marketers aren't taking. So we're going to build a website around that, and we will be promoting the product over at ClickBank that is being sold and earn a commission for the sales that we make. Now, to create a website that converts and that does the job we need it to do, there are 3 components that are essential. You can't skip any of these. Believe me, I've tried, and I've seen many people try as well. But you really need all 3 to make it. You used to be able to get away with number 2 and 3, but you need all 3 now for sure. It's essential. And those are a blog, an opt-in page, and an email follow-up sequence. Now, sometimes when I say the word blog, I think it creates a misconception that we have to create a ton of content. We have to be putting out new blog posts all the time that are really in-depth and do a lot of writing or outsource a lot of writing, and that it's going to be a lot of work. Not the case. So I'll explain as we go forward. And let's talk here about number 1, the blog. And I call this the trust generator. The purpose of the blog is simply to provide free content. And that content is going to provide value. And in turn, your audience is going to relax. If you just send your audience straight to a sales page and ask them to opt in, so you'll say you're driving traffic from Facebook, which we'll talk about, and you're driving it straight to an opt-in page. They've never been exposed to your website or you before. It's going to feel a little bit weird. You're not going to get a lot of opt-ins most likely because, you know, that's like going up to the girl at the dance and asking her to marry you before you've asked her to dance. It's going to be kind of weird. The blog is going to relax your audience, and it's going to show that you are providing free content with no strings attached, free value. That's all it's really there for. The tool that we use to do this is WordPress. Now, there's a special theme that I'll talk about later that you can use that will create a really professional blog really, really easily. And here's the thing, you only need 5 blog posts to start. And even then, even as you go forward, you don't need to be putting out new blog content all the time. You just need a resource online right now that presents your content in an appealing manner for your audience. So 5 blog posts to start, that's nothing. You could write those in a day if you were doing it yourself. Now here's the Freelance Writing Riches blog. If you'd like to go check it out, you can see it's just a standard blog. I used that special theme that I mentioned that allowed me to just point and click, drag and drop, and make it super professional and effective without any technical know-how. So there's a quick screenshot. Again, you can go check it out. So let's move on now to number 2, the opt-in page. And we call this the lead generator. Your blog builds trust and gives value. And then at that stage, your opt-in page can become effective. You can present an offer on your opt-in page and it will actually be well received. So the purpose here of the lead generator is to build your list. Now, if you don't have access to the special software that I'll talk about more at the end of the call, you'll have to pay for it to build a nice lead page. So you'll have to pay for a tool like Lead Pages. That's not necessary if you have the special software that we'll talk about. And on this page, we're going to give away a short free report on a topic that our audience is interested in. And we already know what our audience is interested in. In this case, it's winning high quality clients. So you can see there on the screen, we have a free report called the Freelance Writer's Complete Strategy Guide to Winning High Quality Clients. Free reports are one of those mechanisms that work incredibly well. They really have since the dawn of the internet. And that's why you see so many marketers using free reports. They just work. So you pick that key issue that your audience is facing, write a short report on it. It doesn't have to be super in depth, and if we have time, we'll break open a free report and I'll show you actually how simple they are. But the key thing is making it centered around that topic. And if you want to go check out our opt-in page, you can check it out there at freelancewritingriches.com, FWR Strategy Guide. So that's where our audience is going to opt in. And then number 3 is our EFS. And EFS stands for Email Follow-Up Sequence. This is a key part of the automation with this business. We're going to automate our traffic, and we're going to automate our list building and our email follow-up. When you've automated all 3 of those things, you have a truly automated business. The purpose of our EFS is to generate revenue. The tool that you'll use here is, I recommend Aweber, and we're going to set up an email follow-up sequence that sends out 10 to 14 emails. So 2 weeks of emails, very carefully constructed. And I'll show you as much detail as possible in the time we have but it's a very precise formula creating this 2-week sequence. So what's going to happen is when somebody opts in, they'll receive an email per day for 2 weeks. Aweber will collect the lead, store your lead, and email them for you and ensure the emails get delivered. Aweber, by the way, is you can open up a free account to get started, and it's only when you pass a certain number of subscribers that there's the entry subscription fee is like $19.95 a month. So there's no cost to get going with it, and by that stage, you should be making money from your site. So I'm in my Aweber account now for Freelance Writing Riches, and just want to show you what's going on here with these emails. Now, I can only go into so much detail here in the time we have, but just to kind of give you a picture here of what's happening, here's the email follow-up sequence. You can see the emails there, and we've got 10 to 14 emails. We've built it out longer over time. because the longer email sequence you have, the more money you're going to make. There's a reason for that. We'll talk about later. But you can see here, each one is sent one day after the previous. You can see it over there on the right. So the subscriber's getting an email per day. And what we're sending out here, I'll show you a couple of examples. We're sending out some content emails, and we're sending out some recommendation emails. So let's go into this one here, the one website that gave me a full-time writing income. What these emails are, you can see how short it is, maybe 50 words, so you can knock it out in a couple of minutes. And all we're doing is we're linking back to the blog post that we created. So this is a cool technique that gets people over to your blog where they can like and share and comment on your content, which is going to bring you more traffic. It's also an opportunity for them to get over to your opt-in page. It's not the primary way we're going to get leads to your opt-in page, but it's one of the ways. But you can see it's a little snippet that leads people over to your blog post. So this creates, giving away content creates a pleasant experience and a value-based experience for your opt-ins, for your subscribers. You're not just asking them to buy something, you're actually giving away content without asking for anything in exchange. And that is one of the keys to success with email marketing. It seems really, really simple, but you'd be amazed at how many people start to neglect this step in the beginning, but also over time. Content is king, and this is one of the ways that that really shines through. Now, let's go back here and let's go into another one. I'm going to go into this one, still having trouble finding freelance writing clients. Now, this is a recommendation email. I'm using the word recommendation, by the way, because I don't like to think of it as selling. I'm not a salesperson. I don't have that skill, and I've tried it, and quite frankly, I don't really like it. It's not really for me, and that's one of the reasons I like this model, because it's a way to actually just facilitate helping people get the information that they want, and that's a different way of looking at it that I think changes it quite a bit. You can write these emails in a way that isn't hypey. You're just recommending that the person connects with a product that you think will help them. So don't promote crappy products, promote good products. You can see here that link actually leads over to Writing Jobs Online, and that is an affiliate link. So when someone clicks that, ClickBank cookies them. They will go over and purchase the product, and ClickBank will credit my account with the commission. Now, we didn't actually look at this earlier, but the amazing thing about promoting information products is that the commission rate is so high. There's really no cost, very little cost to producing or selling an information product over the long term. So affiliates often will give away 50, 75%, even more than that in commission per sale. So if a product is selling for, say, $50 per sale, you're going to get $25 per sale. So you kind of step back and start to think about numbers. Say you want to make, let's say you want to make $100 a day. That's maybe your initial goal from your site. That's 4 sales per day of this one product. How many leads do you need to get there? Probably about 3,000. And the way to kind of tell that is, if you build your list the way I'm going to show you, then a lead will be worth about $1 per month to you. So if you have 3,000 leads, revenue from your site should be about 3,000 per month. And as you build your list bigger and bigger, of course, the more leads you have, the more income you'll earn if each lead is worth about $1. And this goes for most niches. So it's a general way to kind of see. So 4 sales is really nothing if you think about it. 4 sales per day, and 3,000 leads is, when you see the traffic methods that I'll be sharing in just a few minutes, you'll start to see how actually easy it is to get to that level. Now, here's the magic ratio. I just want to share this now, just to throw it out there. If there's time, we'll dive more into it, but here's where we keep our email sequence. Here's how we balance it. 60% content emails, 40% recommendation. So a little bit more content than recommendation. if you change this just a little bit, it can have a big effect. If you were to flip these, it could have a major effect on your list. But if you keep this ratio, what's powerful, and one of the reasons the system's evergreen, is that you are continually improving the relationship with your list. And I really can't say enough about that. If you start off on the right foot with your subscribers, if you have an email sequence that provides value and continually improves the relationship with your subscribers, you're creating an asset that will make you wealthy. It's really that simple. Whereas if you are a little bit haphazard with your subscribers, you're just going to always have to build more and more. So special gift number 2, we're kind of at the end of this second step, building out our website. Special gift number 2, I'm going to be including the perfect email sequence templates. So I've actually taken one of my email sequences and really broken it down into detail, and I'm going to provide it to you in a PDF. And it's all explained in color coding. Some of it might not fully make sense because I would have to open this up and show you and really break it down for you and talk about it, I think. But I'm going to give you that resource now because I still think it will be helpful. Now, as with everything, as with all 3 steps, we can accelerate this massively. So how do we accelerate the website launch method? You know, I get asked the question a lot, how long is it going to take me after I've selected my niche to get my website up? 3 days, as little as 3 days. It depends a little bit on your experience level, but here's the thing. When you know what WordPress theme to use, it makes a huge, huge difference. I use the same WordPress theme across all my sites. So when you have that WordPress theme, it will allow you to launch a highly professional blog in literally 1/10 the time it normally takes. Special landing page software that's actually better than Lead Pages. This is private software that's not available publicly. And last, super high quality ready-made content. So I'm going to talk later about where you can get super high quality content that's already done, that isn't being used by everyone else, that is very specialized for your niche, that you don't have to create or pay for, that you can use for your blog posts, free report, and emails. Some of the hesitancy with the information model is that it's a lot of content creation, but it's not. It's really not. It doesn't have to be, put it that way. Even if you didn't have these accelerated paths that I'm going to be giving you a little bit later, it still isn't, it shouldn't be anything that stops you. It's not going to monopolize your time by any stretch. And with this model, there's more content creation in the beginning, but then it steadies. You don't have to keep doing it after you get your business, after you get the website into its automated state. So that takes us to step 3, which is driving traffic. This is the fun part because we have our website up. It's set up in a niche that we know is profitable. We have our 3 key components: our blog, our opt-in page, and our email follow-up sequence, all done the right way. And now it's just a matter of driving quality targeted traffic. That's the key: quality targeted traffic. Now, there's 2 types of traffic. We're going to start there. There's paid traffic and there's free traffic. Free traffic is also known as organic traffic. Organic traffic is what's going to give you the automation in your business and the autonomy in your life that we're talking about. It's the key thing that's going to automate everything. So I really recommend, and this is what I always do myself and what I have my students do, is set up your organic traffic sources first. Because at that stage, it's just, you're pretty much done. At that stage, if you want to turn up the dial, you can. You can layer paid traffic on top of that and turn up the dial really quickly, because paid traffic is instant, whereas organic traffic takes a couple of days to get going. But that paid traffic is instant. It's also optional. Now, paid traffic is also a little bit more time consuming. I mentioned earlier in the call that I stepped away from my business completely this year and just traveled, and I turned my paid traffic sources off. And that's because you have to monitor your paid traffic campaigns. They can be very lucrative, but you do have to check on them daily. You have to check on them. Whereas with organic traffic, it's set and forget. So I turn those off and just let my organic traffic support the business. And it's definitely a way to decrease the amount of time that you need to spend on your business. And if you want to turn it back up, you can. So on this call today, we're going to focus on the premium organic traffic sources. What are they, and how do we take best advantage of them? If there's time, we'll talk about paid traffic, but I don't think there's going to be time. So we're going to focus on the organic traffic sources. Now, this is the traffic, you can call this the traffic wheel, and you can see the traffic sources there. Starting at the top, we've got Facebook, Google, YouTube, guest blog posts, forums, affiliates, Quora, Yahoo Answers. Now, of course, these are just traffic sources right now, but we're looking for the shortcut. How do we get the best traffic in the shortest time possible from these sources? And I'm going to share with you the strategy that I use to do this that works really, really well. I always start by focusing on these three. It may seem like a lot to kind of bite off and tackle at once, but I wouldn't be advising you to do this if I didn't know that you could do it. It's not hard, and I'll show you why as we go forward. So don't be intimidated by this stuff at all. Now, I have PTM there. That stands for Perpetual Traffic Machine. When you implement this, like I'm going to show you, it's going to set up a perpetual traffic machine, a set and forget organic traffic flow that continually is pumping very high quality, hands-free traffic to your site. I mean, just imagine having that. It speaks for itself. At that stage, there's not that much more to do. You can layer on paid traffic, or you can start creating your own products at that stage, and that's how you scale from there. So Facebook, we'll start with Facebook traffic. So you just do these one at a time. Don't think, oh, I have to build a PTM. I've got to do Facebook, YouTube, Google. What happens with the PTM is you start with Facebook, and then it actually will feed your YouTube, and then your YouTube and your Facebook together will feed Google. There's a reason we're doing them in this order, and you'll see how much ease it creates. So you have your website, and the first thing you want to do is start a Facebook fan page for your website. Now, starting a fan page in terms of launching it, a few clicks of a mouse in Facebook takes 5-10 minutes to get your fan page actually launched. And it's going to look blank at that stage. You're not going to have a header graphic or a photo of anybody. I'm going to explain later who this person is, by the way. Here's the thing, just for anybody wondering, you don't need to put your own face on your website, and you don't need to partner with anybody else to put on your website. You can create online what's called a pen persona if you want. Just like an author creates a pen name to write their books, you can create a pen persona, and that can be the face of your website. And that's legal. I'm not here to give legal advice, but it is legal. It's what we do with a lot of our sites. So we're creating the content behind the scenes, but it's going through this persona that we've created. So in this case, Maggie Linders. So you have the option of doing that too, but you don't have to. You can be the own face. You can be the face and the name of your website if you want. And now, does your website need a name and face? The answer is it will help a lot if it does. It's not absolutely necessary, but it will help if you have a name and a face with your site, just because it just relaxes, it'll relax your audience a bit. So we have Maggie Linders here, who's the face of Freelance Writing Riches. And this is the Facebook fan page. Now, when we launched this, it was blank, just like any Facebook fan page. You want to add a photo and then add a header graphic. I'll show you a cool shortcut for creating a nice header graphic in a second. What we're going to do is we're going to use a really simple strategy for driving traffic with Facebook that isn't, it's just simple. It's lightweight. It's easy to do, but it's going to give you a lot of quality traffic quickly. So we're going to be actually building fans to our Facebook fan page, and just simply from there redirecting our fans back out to our site. That's how it works. So the easiest way to do this is to run a Facebook like ad. Now, I know I mentioned earlier, these are organic traffic techniques. You can build your fans organically. It's slower, and I'm not going to talk about how to do that right now. I'm going to talk about how to build them with a paid ad. And the reason why is because Facebook like ads are very, very inexpensive, and they are lightweight. They're low maintenance. They're not a stressful type of ad to run because they're so cheap. And they're really easy to create. So you can see one of our ads here. This is what I'm talking about by easy to create. We found a picture, probably the ugliest picture you can imagine. I'm not sure why we chose this, but that's supposed to be a heart. So we found that image right there, and it says freelance writing riches. This is the ad. Like freelance writing, like to earn income as a freelance writer. That's it. We targeted freelance writers on Facebook, ran the ad. The average price, the average CPM was 6 cents. And as you can see, 31,000 plus page likes for this ad. All right, so we started with a certain budget, obviously, and we spent a couple $100s on this ad to get these likes. But you don't have to do that. So what I will normally tell students is just, whatever your budget is, start there. If your budget is $10, start there. That's enough to get a couple hundred likes in most cases, and actually get some traffic and back to your site and some people opting in, and even maybe some sales. So start with that. Like everything with what we're doing here, it can be turned up and down easily. So you don't have to take any risk here, but launch your like ad. And if there was more time, I'd walk you step by step through how to do it on Facebook. But again, we have to go to a certain level of depth here, or we'll be here all night. So now you let your ad run. And while your ad's running, you want to just make your page look a little nicer, which is really easy to do. Load a photo of your pen persona to Facebook, and then add a header graphic. There's a cool tool that is getting more popular. It's called Canva. It's free. You can open up a Canva account, and it's so easy to create a nice Facebook header graphic. They have everything like done for you. It's just drag and drop the images you want, choose the colors. Within 15 minutes, you can have a really nice Facebook header graphic. And it may seem, insignificant, but it's actually significant because you are representing your website here. You want your Facebook fan page to look nice. It's a good idea if you have your Facebook header graphic with a call to action that points to the sign up button. So you can add a sign up button, as you can see there on the right, in Facebook that links to your opt-in page. So you can see it says the Freelance Writer's Ultimate Success Blueprint. Click the sign up button below to register. Someone clicks that, they go straight to our opt-in page. And so that's one way that we're getting leads kind of coming in. And then over on the right in the About section, put your URL in your About section. So that's it for setting up your Facebook fan page. After that, you've got your like ads, pumping likes to your page. And these are people who are interested in freelance writing. Within Facebook, I walk through this in the more advanced training, how to target your audience so that you're getting super targeted fans over to your site. Now at this stage, as your fans are building, you just do what I call cycling your timeline. And this is what's really going to get the flow of traffic over to your site. And it's a 3-step method. And I just rinse and repeat it over and over and over. So it starts by sharing a blog post, then posting an image-based quote, then posting a link to your opt-in page, and then repeat. So I'll show you. So we'll take one of our blog posts, share it on the fan page. This gives value to our fans. We want to treat these people well by providing value, trust, building trust. So share the blog post. Okay, people will see that showing up in their Facebook timelines. They'll get that value and want to come back to your page the next time you post something. Next, post an image-based quote. These are simple to create with Canva. They go a long way. You can create them in 2 minutes, get it out there. We all know that quotes and little funny videos and things like this do well on Facebook. And then number 3, post a link directly to your opt-in page. Now notice we're doing the same thing with our Facebook page that we normally do, or that we do with our email subscribers. We are giving value, and a little more value, and then we're a recommendation. Value, a little more value, recommendation. That's what we're doing. And you just cycle it like this. Now you can repeat, you can use the same blog post over and over and over again. So one blog post can last a couple of weeks, and you just post daily. But you take your 5 blog posts and you rotate between them. So on day 1 is blog post 1, And then on day 2 is blog post 2, blog post 3, 4, 5. Then repeat that with the same 5 blog posts over and over. That will last actually 3 to 4 weeks. There's reasons for that I won't go into now, but that's how you're going to be able to get your message to most of your fans, and you're going to see a lot of traffic coming over to your site and opting in. And what you can do too, once you've got this going, is set up automated posts. So you use Facebook's post scheduling tool. It's a free tool in your Facebook account. Load a few months of posts up ahead of time and just let it run. Just let it run. So now it's fully automated. And there will come to a point too where your fans will start sending you more fans, because they'll be sharing your posts. Organically, the traffic will start to build. And again, there is a way to accelerate that with building fans organically that I don't have time to cover right now. But you can do all of this without actually paying for an ad. I just wanted to show you the ad part because it's fast and it's just a quick way to get your traffic coming in. Now, sometimes this method will give you the traffic that you need to reach your income goal with your site. But if you want to build out a full PTM, full perpetual traffic machine, I mean, that's going to earn you more income for your site. So I want to talk now about how Facebook will feed into YouTube, and how you can leapfrog over the competition in YouTube by approaching it this way. Now, I just want to say, I hope no one is intimidated by YouTube or thinking that video creation is hard, and so I'm going to avoid YouTube, because that's not the case. I'll share, if I will have time, I will share how I get videos created very inexpensively, zero stress, and they work very, very well. I'll show you some examples. So just like with Facebook, your Facebook fan page is a hub. You open up a channel on YouTube, that'll be your hub, and just start by adding one video. Now, this is a full-fledged channel. We've added 20 plus videos over time, and this channel has gotten 300,000 or 400,000 views from these little videos, these little 2-3 minute videos in the beta fish niche. That's the power of YouTube. That's how much traffic is there. And just start with one video and see for yourself. So as with everything, you start small, watch it work, and then add another video, add another video. YouTube's my favorite traffic source because it is pure organic traffic. It's the definition of it, where you do a little bit of work and your traffic increases over time by itself for years. This is our primary traffic source for the beta fish site. Hands-free. So what we're doing here, though, instead of sending fans to our YouTube page, we're sending views. We want to get views on our videos. Views are being tracked by YouTube, and that's the juice that YouTube's looking at. And the more views you get, the higher you'll rank in YouTube. The higher your videos rank, the more people will find them, more people will watch them and come back to your site. How do we get views, though? That's like the question that everyone's asking themselves. How do I get views on my videos? Because they know that's the holy grail with YouTube. So if we see here, almost 400,000 views. We've probably passed 400,000 by now on Beta Fish Center. And I mean, I can't tell you, little 2 to 3 minute PowerPoint videos that are so simple to create that you don't even have to create yourself. So let me show you, though, how to get views. So this is where you're going to harness your fan page. I know we've shifted away from freelance writing. I just wanted to share. I wanted to mix things up, come back to Beta Fish here for a sec and show the example here. Also to illustrate how powerful YouTube is, even with these tiny little niches like Beta Fish. So we're on the Facebook fan page, and you're going to harness your Facebook fans who are going to really like your page and like you by now, so they're going to want to watch your videos. If you've done it, if you've taken the subtle steps that I've talked about, you've built quality fans, you've used the fan page cycling technique with those exact types of posts, not abusing your fans, then the value continues to come back to you. So first off, you add a custom link in the left. There's a special tool you can use to do that, to add a custom link. It says free beta videos. That pulls in your YouTube channel and will just display your videos within Facebook. So now your fans can kind of trickle over there and start watching your videos. But what's going to really get your views up is when you start cycling your videos. You add your videos now to your cycle, your Facebook post cycle. So now you've got fans continuously feeding into Facebook, continuously watching videos. Your view count starts to rise. And here's the thing with YouTube, it doesn't take a lot of views to start to see rankings on page 3, 2, and 1 with YouTube. And it's hands-free. You don't have to do anything except get those views, do a little bit of optimization on your videos. So for example here, one of the most popular keywords in this niche is betta fish diseases. You can see there it's typed into YouTube, and we've got 2 videos ranked 1 and 2 in that spot, super glued essentially from this simple technique. They've been there for a very long time. Here our channel is actually ranked for this keyword too in YouTube. Now, how do we get traffic from YouTube? Well, within our videos, YouTube gives us opportunities to post links back to our site. So in the description, this is a big one, you put a link back to your site, as you can see. It's one of our videos, there's a link, go check out bettatips.com. Another big one is putting a call to action at the end of each video. Those 2 places alone, and a lot of the people watching your videos are going to make their way back to your site. What's amazing about YouTube too is that when someone watches a video, talk about value build. You know, there's a huge gap between the people who understand warming up your traffic and those who are just sending cold traffic to an opt-in page. See what we're doing here with these organic traffic sources? We're taking care of our audience, and you have to see it to believe it, but the value that that's going to add when someone watches a video, goes to your opt-in page, you have what's now called a warm lead. So when they opt in, the chances of them buying something from you 100 times higher than if they hadn't been warmed up. Now, my quote secret video creation formula, I just say that because I haven't heard it talked about much anywhere else. I haven't heard as much emphasis on YouTube as I normally give. So here it is. It's really simple. You just outsource the video creation, and it's just knowing how to structure it. So you can expect to pay about $50 per video for a quality, 2 to 5 minute PowerPoint presentation on a given topic. So you just simply pick a topic in your niche. So maybe it's how to get clients from a given website, how to get clients from TextBroker, or in Betta Fish, how to the proper schedule to feed your betta fish. Just pick a topic, and then go to a site called Upwork, which is an outsourcing network. And this is what I do. I have a script writer now. These people are all go-tos for me now, but when you first start out, they'll be new. You hire a script writer, a PowerPoint expert, and a web video producer. And here's how to just do this really easily. Show them one of the videos on the Betta Fish channel. Say that you want one just like that. That's it. Let them do it. And you can get this done for $50 per video and have it turn out well. The script for a 2 to 5 minute video, the script is only going to be a couple hundred words. So keep that in mind. Creating a PowerPoint presentation for someone who knows PowerPoint is very easy, and video production as well. It's a very short, simple type of video. So that's it. All right, so just start with one. Now, yeah, just start with one video. And the thing is, though, the sky is the limit with YouTube. The more views you get, the higher your rankings. The higher your rankings, the more views and traffic you get. The more videos you add, the more traffic you get. You can add as many videos as you want, and YouTube rankings are super sticky. Once you start getting locked into the top, page 3, 2, and 1, you're not going to go anywhere 90% of the time. Now, the last pillar is Google. We're just going to spend a second on this, and then we're going to kind of shift gears into talk more about the accelerated path, how to jump on this and get going with it, start seeing results quickly. So first, though, we'll talk about Google quickly. The cool thing about Google is that it's a natural byproduct of getting the other 2 pillars in place, like I've talked about. When you have fans and you have those fans feeding views to your YouTube channel consistently, your views are going to start going up. And Google wants to rank videos in their results. They own YouTube. There's a demand for videos to show up in Google's results. So Google sees that demand, and they are actively always trying to push videos into their results. If you go Google almost anything, you're going to see videos at the top of the results, more and more and more. Well, that's just going to happen naturally. Once you have your video views up, they're ranking well in YouTube, they're going to start popping up in Google. That's when things get even more interesting, because there's so much traffic flowing through the Google search engine, the organic results. And that traffic's different from other types of traffic because it's people searching for you, not vice versa. So the mindset of the visitor is completely different. The money that you're going to make from your organic Google traffic is going to be much higher than pretty much any other traffic source. So this is a backdoor into Google. Google organic traffic is kind of the holy grail of traffic online, and it's become harder and harder to crack through standard SEO, which is why we don't do SEO anymore. But these videos are a backdoor that are huge. So, from there, once you get your PTM in place, again, just start with Facebook. Just start with Facebook. But let's say you get your full PTM in place, you can start adding additional traffic sources beyond this, or you can tackle these different sources instead of doing the PTM. We don't have time to cover the rest of them right now, but one might appeal to you more than what I just showed you, and you could do that instead. They're all very powerful, and they all have that the qualities of organic traffic. So special gift number 3, we just scratched the surface of traffic, but I have, as part of your gift, the Niche Traffic Blueprint Report. This is basically, how to describe it? It's a giant mind map of virtually every single traffic method available online right now. And I'm going to give this away towards the end of the call as a special download. It's, I think, going to be really useful to see the entire traffic universe in one place. And you'll see, just a small fraction that we're tapping into in this little organic world, but it's the best. It's the best. And then when you see the other types of traffic out there, I think that'll just become more clear why we want to focus on organic in the beginning. Yeah, I only use a small fraction of these myself. Now, how do we accelerate traffic? Well, at any point, let's say you have moved on to step 3, you're ready to get your traffic going. Let's say you started with Facebook and you've got your account up. Well, at any time, you can use some accelerated tactics. So there's special software that I have that takes advantage of 2 of the most powerful traffic sources online that we haven't talked about, both organic, social traffic and viral traffic. So there's some tools that I'll talk about in just a few minutes, actually, that you can start using at any time with your website. You can use them before you even start with Facebook. You can use these software tools to start pulling traffic back to your site. It's super high quality. So let's shift gears here, and we're going to move towards how to hit the ground running with this. We have a lot of people on the call. I see there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement about the system, and I know a lot of people just want to start. So we're getting to that, but there's some things I just want to address first. So income potential wise, let's be realistic. Let's talk about income and this system. Can you get to 5 figures per month just as an affiliate, starting from scratch right now, not worrying about product creation, starting one affiliate site? The answer is yes. So to be totally clear about that, yes. Some of our most successful, highest earning students are only affiliates. So don't worry about product creation right now, unless it's something that you want to do. So that brings me to the next point. It's hard to reach 6 figures per month as an affiliate. If that's your goal, going from 0 to 6 figures, at some point, you're going to need to transition. You're going to need to create your own products. So as far as product creation and ownership goes, it's such a simple shift to go from an affiliate to a product owner, but it makes such a huge impact. And that's, I have here, it's like your own products are like rocket fuel for your business. And the big reason is that as a product owner, you get to have your own affiliates promoting you. It's so simple, but it's so powerful. And this makes it easier and faster to increase your income, as you can imagine. The amazing thing about it is what ClickBank does for us in this regard. And it's why we've been using ClickBank since we started, and it's why it's one of the reasons our business is where it is because of what ClickBank gives to us in this regard. ClickBank has become so popular over time with affiliates and product owners alike that it's really the go-to place for bringing affiliates and product owners together. And there's so much traffic flowing to it, and ClickBank is always getting better and better. So what tends to happen is when you follow the system and you get to the point where you're ready to create your own products, you list them in the marketplace, you're going to start seeing affiliates jumping on board quickly for your products. And there's a couple of reasons why. One reason is that your site is already going to have momentum. One of the things that's going to push your product to the top of the ClickBank listings where affiliates can see it is sales. So if you're able to generate your own sales for your own products, that's huge. It's going to catapult to the top of the listings. It's simple, but very powerful. The thing is, most product owners list a product on ClickBank and they don't have anything behind them to get their product up. It may be a great product, but no one ever sees it. You've already have an ASM in place. You have your perpetual traffic machine, or maybe just the beginnings of it, but you have a machine that's working. You plug your product into that machine, into your email sequence, it starts selling. And what's great is at this stage, you already have a model of what works. With the BetaFish site, for example, we started out promoting someone else's ebook on BetaFish. Once it started selling, we just created an ebook that was a little bit better. We knew it was going to sell because we already have proof. We're promoting a product that's selling like crazy. We made ours a little bit better. You have something in front of you that you can take and just make a little bit better, or not even make a little bit better, but ideally make a little bit better. So that's what we did with freelance writing too. We saw Writing Jobs 2016. We created a product that we think is a little bit better. Of course it's going to sell. We know people want it. List that in the ClickBank marketplace. It starts selling. It starts moving up ClickBank. There are so many affiliates in ClickBank. They're going to start seeing you and promoting you. Your gravity is going to go up. It all sort of starts to happen like magic. That's why having the skill of being able to build an ASM will serve you so well if financial freedom is your goal. So I wanted to circle back to ClickBank at the end because once you start getting affiliates promoting you, it's just like with YouTube rankings. It's so sticky. It's like they'll start promoting you, your gravity will go up, more affiliates will see that as a result, will see that your gravity's gone up and want to promote you. And as your gravity continues to increase, more and more affiliates start promoting you. And that's been a huge contributor to our income in our business. That's what's taken me from 6 figures per year to 7 figures is affiliates through product creation. So start out as an affiliate, but if you want to make big bucks at some stage, go into product creation. But again, you don't have to. You certainly don't have to. So, over time with freelance writing riches, we've built out a product funnel. ClickBank has tools. They have a platform that enables product owners to do this in a really effective way. So you start out with one product, get it listed, start selling it, and then create another one. And you can plug it into your funnel in ClickBank. And then, at some stage when you're ready, create another one. Or you can create your funnel all at once. It's up to you. But as with every component of the system and every step, you can always take it step by step. So you've just seen a real and very recent high earning case study site that earns income on 100% autopilot. You've heard from other students who have achieved similar results. I'll be sharing more student case studies a little bit later. You too can have your own site earning you 4, 5, or even 6 figures per month. I hope that's apparent by now. And I hope you can see that you can do it much faster than you might have thought before. And it's going to be even faster than you might be thinking now when I talk about some of these accelerated tactics in just a minute. So there's really 2 stages at this stage. I really do believe that this way of approaching the information model is the absolute best way to do it, just from having done it for so long. And the results that I'm getting, that my students are getting, if you want to pursue the information model, then this is the way to do it. And if you want financial freedom and personal freedom, then the information model is really the model you need to be pursuing. So there's 2 paths at this stage. If you are going to go for it, you can go it alone. That's kind of what I had to do. As I talked about, that was several years fraught with frustration and a lot of missteps. And as I said at the beginning of the call, the whole point of this presentation and of having me here is to help you completely avoid that, to give you a straightforward path to achieving great results. There's no reason to make all the mistakes I made. So you can piggyback off of me. You can learn from everything that I've learned. And this is a straightforward, and again, let's be realistic here. You're not going to do this and be financially free tomorrow. let's be realistic. And for some people, this happens a lot faster, but 60 to 90 days to a website that literally sets you up for life. What's 60 to 90 days of part-time work for a quality information-based website that 10 years from now, you can be saying to everyone, look, yeah, I've got this site over here that makes, thousands of dollars per month. I may as well just forget that I even have it. It's really nice to be in that position. You can be there a couple months from now. So we're really talking about cutting your learning curve from years to weeks here. Now, I want to be clear about something, because I've talked about how I built hundreds of sites and have this big portfolio. It just takes one site to reach financial freedom. So keep that in mind, and I hope that that is where your focus is right now. One quality site that's done well. And that can be the difference. That will be the difference between now and financial and personal freedom. Now, the one thing I hear from my students, and I echo this strongly, is I wish I'd started sooner. I wish I'd known about this sooner. I wish I'd taken action sooner. There are some people I've heard from who were on a webinar like this a year ago who are just now getting started. I've heard that kind of thing over and over and over. I can't emphasize enough, this is just for me to you very sincerely, the time to get your ASM up and running is right now, because that way you can have that moment, not a couple years from now or never, but a couple months from right now, where everything's different, where it really has happened, but you've got to take the first small step. You've taken that small step by showing up tonight. There are a couple more small steps you need to take, though, to get on the path. And, I've talked about this, but just to reemphasize, the reason we have so many successful students is because, again, I've been refining, improving, and simplifying this formula for over 10 years. So we're using the most effective approach there is. It works for anyone, regardless of your experience level, your location, gender, age, and again, you just need a computer and an internet connection to do this. So wherever you're at, and however you're starting, don't think that that's going to have any impact, any sort of negative impact on your progress with this. You absolutely can do it. So just also considering, because there are really 3 paths you could go down if you're committed to building a profitable, life-changing business. There's physical products, services, and information. Here's a couple of things to consider, because I've done all 3 and know many people have done all 3. And I'm not knocking physical products or services, but there are some real things to consider. Just to consider. With physical products, there's upfront inventory costs that can be significant. Drop shipping is difficult to make work long-term and to stay profitable in any major way. So you're going to have to stock inventory, deal with shipping, reordering, competition. In general, it's a tough business to completely automate. It's a more stressful business. A services business, you're doing the work yourself. I mean, what more is there to say? You're doing the grunt work yourself, and escaping that's pretty difficult. The ASM model, the information model, specifically this model, the ASM that you're learning tonight, doesn't have any of these drawbacks, and it has the advantages that I've talked about so many times tonight. It's 100% digital. There's no physical products to source, buy, stock, and ship. You can automate the business 100%. And again, super high profit margins, because you're promoting information. We're promoting bytes, basically, online. So this makes it perfect for what I call the solopreneur. And this is how I started. This is how I prefer to be and still am, just kind of autonomous, and the ability to work from home. The ability, if I wanted, to go get an office and scale up and hire people. But everything can be done solo as well, and you can create a very comfortable living and business yourself, just following the simple steps, working from home. So what we're talking about here is a 6-figure per year automated website up and running within 60 to 90 days, built upon the internet's most reliable and trusted business model, with the ability to work from home, total freedom over your time, the ability to increase your income whenever you want. That's what this system will do for you. So with that said, I want to talk about the accelerated path, Niche Profit Full Control. This is the program that the people I've talked about on this call have gone through and emerged with these life-changing online businesses. So I'm going to go through what Niche Profit Full Control is, what it offers, and why, if you're going to do this, this is the path that I believe that you should be taking, because it's where you're going to get the cutting edge knowledge, the cutting edge tools, the cutting edge jumpstart, the cutting edge shortcuts. It's going to pay for itself so quickly if you go down this path, and it will continue to pay you back over time. So there's essentially 4 pillars to the program, and I'll go through each now, starting with the 8-module training program. So this is a very in-depth video training course covering the entire gamut from A to Z of building a highly profitable information business online. It's a brain dump of everything that I've learned over the last decade plus, coupled with all of the newest strategies that I'm continually incorporating into my business and sharing with my students, all in this course. I'm not going to go through every single module. You can see them listed there on the left, but everything is covered. We've just scratched the surface tonight. But this is the most complete course I believe that there is on how to do this and do it right, and really take it as big as you want to take it. So we start with niche selection, we move to ASM setup and deployment. And here's the cool thing about the course. I really love how it's structured. Just modules 1 and 2, and you're going to have an affiliate site up and running. We even covered traffic in module 2. So you can almost think of it as 2 separate courses. This is the initial stages, and it's getting an affiliate site up and running. Again, you can get to 5 figures per month with your affiliate site, just 2 modules. And then this is all scaling. So this is where we shift into product creation, products and funnels, sales pages and product launch, traffic ramp up, profit maximization, content mastery. And all of these as well, though, you're going to learn things that feed back into enhancing your affiliate ASM. If you decide to stay there, still watch the rest of the course, and you're going to learn my best strategies that you can feed back in that we haven't had a chance to talk about tonight. It's a very complete educational training program, and it's organized. We have worksheets, checklists, templates, and the course is set up so that I am showing you what to do all along the way, but I'm also sharing lots of case studies that I haven't shared tonight and showing you step by step how to actually do them with my mouse online, creating, choosing a niche, creating a website, walking you through every little detail so that you get it and can replicate it. Now, coupled with the training course is the $1 million swipe file. So this is a backstage pass essentially to my own business that is only available in Niche Profit Full Control. I share it. We have a small number of students, so I'm comfortable sharing this. When you come into the course and you go through the course, you're going to see my niches, my ads, my traffic sources, my landing pages, my email sequences, my product funnels, and not just glance at them. I'm gonna break them open, and you're gonna see everything, so that there's a lot that you can take from that essentially and just feed right into your own business. There isn't really a course out there that I've seen that's quite like that. It's another huge reason I think our students are so successful. So that's the training. With nothing else and just the training, honestly, if you take action with it, you're going to be unstoppable. But again, this is the accelerated path. We want to accelerate as much as we can, so that's just the beginning. We've got now the software suite. So I've alluded to these tools as we've gone through the presentation tonight. There are 5 tools that I'll talk about now, and there's a bonus software tool I'll talk about in a sec that we're going to include that we haven't inked before. So these tools take these 3 steps of market research and traffic, market research, website setup and traffic, accelerates them, enhances them, and automates them, makes them easier, better, faster. So starting out with Market Feeder. So this product will basically plugs into ClickBank and creates a feed within your Niche Profit Full Control account that's refreshed daily. It pulls in the marketplace, it analyzes the products and ranks them for starters, but also provides some additional interesting numbers and metrics that are going to be helpful to you when choosing a niche and estimating its profit potential. You can save your targets to a favorites list for further analysis. And what I mean by further analysis is you can take your targets, your niches that you're considering, and feed them into Market Analyzer. So this tool will take your markets of interest, and it uses a scoring, you can call it an algorithm. It's a scoring process that looks at traffic volume, social activity, product reviews, and other indicators to provide an overall market score. It's color coded for easy interpretation, green, yellow, red. Score any markets in 15 minutes or less. And it's all completely automated. So this is taking market research one step further, not only in depth, but in speed. You can sit down and the next 10 minutes, fire up Market Analyzer and see 20 of the next best markets. Not sure where else that's possible. Competition Profiler. If you decide to become a product creator and take your site from 5 to 6 figures per month, now we want to bring out the heavy artillery. Competition Profiler is going to look at your competitors, and it's going to reverse engineer their traffic sources, their funnels, basically everything they're doing, and tell you what their best strategies are so that you can cherry pick the ones that you would like to use. Now, of course, the training shows you exactly how to use these tools, exactly how to take advantage of the information that they're giving you. It gets really exciting when you get to see a competitor that's making $200,000–300,000 a month, and you realize, wow, they're really not doing that much. They're just doing this one thing I'm not doing, and it's super simple, and I can do it in the next 3 days. So moving on to creating your website. So those are our market research tools. Niche Profit Press. So when you create your blog, there is a theme that I'm going to recommend that you use to create your blog. And the training shows you how to set up WordPress, install the theme, point and click, get your WordPress site set up. The next thing you need, though, is your landing page for your free report. That's where Niche Profit Press comes into play. It's the caliber of lead pages, I think, better in some ways. It'll enable you to launch beautiful, high-converting landing pages in minutes based off of tested and proven templates. It's all point and click, drag and drop. You can modify colors, text, layout in seconds and publish to your own domain. With this tool, it goes far beyond opt-in pages. When you decide to scale, you're going to want sales pages. You might want webinar pages. You're going to definitely need thank you pages. Every type of landing conversion page that you need is built into this tool. And finally, our traffic tool. Two traffic tools. One is a bonus tool that we've decided to give away. Traffic Advantage, and I'll start with that. That's our social traffic tool. So you can start with this. This is a way to get going with traffic instantly and to tap into one of the best sources of traffic online, which is social traffic. So this is a tool that you can enter your niche keyword, beta fish, let's say, and it will spider the internet and it will pull back the most recent and most popular conversations happening online, the most trafficked conversations happening online in your niche right then and there. You can then simply join the conversation, and it's very easy to do, and you can see what happens when you do it. Here's an example. The tool brought back this forum where someone was asking about something related to beta fish. We responded and put a link back to our site. This one forum post, because this forum is so highly trafficked, this gets about 10 to 15 visitors per day. Highly targeted forum-based organic traffic visitors from one post that took 10 minutes. Now, when you plug a keyword into Traffic Advantage, it's going to pull back, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, thousands and thousands of conversations. So the potential there is huge. It's why it's one of our secret weapons. Now, moving on to the final pillar, community and coaching. This is far from a program or far from a course that's shipped to your door or something where you're going to be just left with the training and the software. No, this is more of a hand-holding experience. So, you know, essentially you can get as much or as little help as you want. It's available to you. I'm very, very active as a coach in the members area, and I also have coaches who are on our team working for you there to help you as well. These coaches, by the way, are not, these are very successful internet marketers. There's no charge for their services. They're charging me, available to you. The coaching quality you're going to get here is unparalleled. So there's a couple ways this happens. Live Q&A coaching calls and webinars. Several times per month, we get on a live video and audio hangout on Google. I'll often share some cutting edge training around some concept. Maybe it's something that a lot of people are asking about that week, or maybe it's just something I've discovered that I share. And this isn't training that's shared publicly. It's just shared with you guys. It's also a place where you can ask questions. You can ask me questions. We can interact. I can do a website review for you, and really work with you one-on-one to get past your sticking points. That also happens in the private coaching forum. So we have a coaching forum where you have direct access to myself, and also my team of mentors, my team of niche profit coaches, who are all coaches who are earning their own income, but they enjoy being coaches. So they're there to coach you. And just to give you an idea of this, anytime, day or night, that you have a question, post it, and you're going to get engagement from a coach to help you through whatever sticking point you've hit. It can be the simplest question, or it can be something more advanced at any stage of the game. So imagine for a sec, you know, that feeling, I still remember it all too well, of being stuck and not knowing where to turn, and that frustration. And then you take a step forward, but you don't know if it's the right one. But you think it is, because, you know, what more can you do? Pretty soon, you find yourself in a dead end, extremely frustrated and ready to throw in the towel. I've been there so many times. That's never, ever going to happen again with this resource. So now there's two special bonuses that we're including tonight. There's also a special surprise as well that I'll talk about in a second. That is just, I think, something that I've never seen anything like it before, that Justin and I put together for everyone on this call. You've got to stay till the end to see it. So these bonuses are included for everyone. Bonus number one, Social Leads Builder Pro. So I talked earlier about viral traffic as an accelerated form of traffic. So this tool will it will enable viral list building on your website on total autopilot. What it does for you is it runs list building contests 100% hands-free with your subscribers. All you need to do is set the prize amount and dates of the contest and the rewards. So it will reward your current subscribers for sending you additional subscribers. Might sound kind of weird or far-fetched. This thing works incredibly well because it actually trains your subscribers on how to do this using their social media accounts. So with that training, your subscribers are taught how to go to their social media accounts, share your website with others, and earn rewards from doing that. So imagine your subscribers coming in, being invited into this contest, which is fun and actually builds the relationship, sending you more subscribers who are then able to join the contest, and everything is tracked and fully automated. That's viral list building. A totally different ballgame than standard list building. So bonus number two is the goal set is a goal setting and time management course that I created. I by no means am Tony Robbins or, I'm just have gone down this path, and I've seen what's worked for myself and students. And I've put together a course that's custom for Niche Profit Full Control students, designed to help internet marketers, designed to help you build a business like this, especially if you have limited time. There are some key mental things, because the mental is so often ignored. There are some key mental things that you just want to get sorted before starting down the path that will make a huge difference in your progress for most people. One of those is setting goals. Another is time management. Simple, practical, daily techniques and routines that, will help us and will accelerate your progress. So that's included. So taking a step back, here's everything that's included in the core package tonight. We've got the NPFC 8-module training program. That is the training that teaches you the skills. The $1 million swipe file, that is here, go ahead and draw from my business and copy my best strategies. The NPFC software suite, those are the tools that automate, enhance, and accelerate every step that you take. the NPFC coaching there to support you, for you to fall back on, for you to harness and utilize to help you accelerate forward. Bonus number 1 is Social Leads Builder Pro, the viral list building software. Bonus number 2 is the goal setting and time management training course. The total value here is over $20,000 if everything was to be broken up and sold separately, which of course we're never going to do. But also, the program was in development for close to a year, so that's something to be said for that. We really, everyone really put their heart and soul into creating the best program out there for learning how to create an information business and doing it, seeing success with it. So lots in terms of development costs and everything that's gone into it. Also, just something to be aware of now, because I'm going to pull up a special link in a sec where you can get access to Niche Profit Full Control. We've also got your free gifts. Everyone's going to get those. I just want to point out, this is extremely, extremely limited. Niche Profit Full Control is closed to new members right now. We have over 25,000 people on the waiting list waiting to get in. This is a backdoor offer that Justin and I have arranged for you. Justin's arranged for you. It's a special opportunity where we're opening the doors just for you for a very short period of time. A very short period of time. So now, the value here, I think, is insane. That said, let's talk about price. You're not going to pay $18,000. I say that because we looked at Stephen Cadlick earlier. Stephen was just one of many students who have hit that 5-figure a month mark. He was making $18,000 from his site when he sold it for a large sum. The course is worth that. He was making that each month. That's not what the course costs. You're not going to pay $9,000. Again, many students, Joanna Amons, William McClue, fast approaching, and more who I'll share towards the end of the call, hitting 5 figures. Many, many people hitting 4. So the course is worth that. You're not going to pay $9,000. $4,997. So if all this program does is allow you to, say, clear your debts and pay your bills each month, would it be worth $4,997? Let's say all it does is set you up for a comfortable retirement. Would it be worth $4,997? If all it does is earn you an extra $5,000 per month in income going forward indefinitely, would it be worth $4,997? I think the answer is yes, it would be worth it. But we, of course, want this to be within the reach of anyone who's starting out and has a sincere desire to be successful with it. So I think we've come up with something that you can get started with. I hope you can get started with that's quite a bit of a discount. You can actually get complete access for 3 payments of $597. And in fact, you can actually get started for even less. We have an instant payment discount option where instead of paying in 3 installments, you can just pay in 1 installment. And with that, it's an installment of $1,497 for complete unlimited access to the program. And that comes with a $294 discount. So if you do that instead of paying in the 3 pay, you save a couple $100. So there's a special link up on the page now. And in a second, I'm going to talk about something very, very special that we've put together for everyone, that we have never put anything like this together before for a webinar like this. Nevertheless, you can get in right now. If you go to that link, it's nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Justin. We're going to have a lot of people hitting that page, and this bonus, I guess you could call it a bonus, this package we've put together, and I'm going to talk about now, is highly limited. So I would urge you, if you're sure you want to join right now, because we have a lot of people on the call, and the bonus I'm about to talk about is only limited to the first 25. And I do think you're going to want access to it. So if you're sure that you want to take advantage of this, get on the accelerated path and do this, 60 to 90 days from now, being in a totally different place, then definitely go now. Quick note, we have a 100% money back guarantee. You have 30 days to test this for yourself. So our refund policy works like this. First off, make sure you're going to take action with this. If you're going to join, that's who we want in the program. People who are taking action. I want to work with people who are taking action, and we'll keep moving forward with this because that's what I love as well. So if 30 days or close to 30 days is approaching, you decide that it's not for you, you just need to show us that you took the first couple steps. Just show us that you launched your blog, launched your opt-in page, and implemented at least one traffic technique. Show us those things, and you'll can qualify for a refund. But again, we have that because we want you to take action, because if you do take action, you'll see results. I'm very confident of that. So with that said, so you do have a full 30 days. Make sure that you take those first couple steps. Now, huge exclusive bonus pack, again, limited to the first 25 to sign up. I'm going to go through these, and then I know Justin actually has a bonus too, so I'll turn it over to Justin in just a second here. Now I'm going to list these as bonus 3, 4, and 5 because we've already included 2 bonuses. Bonus 3, 4, and 5 are all limited to the first 25. If you've joined now, and I see we have people who are already joining, you do have these bonuses. I'll let you know when we're getting close to running out. Bonus number 3, I talked earlier about where you can get access to exclusive, super high quality, ready-made plug and play content for your free report, for your blog posts, for your email sequences, anywhere you need content. That is going to come in the form of 8 ready-made plug and play niche businesses available to the first 25. These are super high quality premium businesses in a box, essentially, that are going to a very small number of people. These are supercharged niche ASMs. So they come complete with a 30-day autoresponder sequence. All of the content emails, all the selling emails or recommendation emails are completely done. The affiliate products are interwoven already within the selling emails and integrated with ClickBank, or that are integrated with ClickBank. All you need to do is drop in your ClickBank affiliate link, load them up to Aweber. 20 high-quality blog posts. Get your first 5 out now. Save the other 15 for later. You're not going to need them right now, but you're going to have them. A tested and proven opt-in page with sales copy. And your free reports. You've got 2 reports to choose from, 2 opt-in pages to choose from. Load those into Niche Profit Press. You'll have your opt-in page up and running in 2 minutes. Get to skip the entire free report creation process. Not that it's any big deal. It's not something that's hard, but having this done for you, especially when you're getting started, I think is going to be really, really helpful. So there's a huge value on this. I valued it at close to $5,000 because it's 8 ready-made businesses that I personally was very personally invested my time into creating for you. So, these are of the quality that I would add them to my own portfolio. Bonus number 4, a seat on my live Next Level workshop. So I'm holding a workshop on November 30th, just for you, just for the first 25. And I've decided to do this just as an extra incentive for action takers to really push forward faster. So you'll be invited to join me on a private live workshop on November 30th, where I'll be diving into my next level secrets. This training is not included in the members area and includes my latest and most powerful content creation, traffic, product creation, and conversion strategies. So that's happening on November 30th, pure training, closed door for 25 people. And that's bonus number 4. Bonus number 5, this is my favorite bonus. I'm really, really excited about this. So complimentary lifetime access to Niche Profit Inner Circle. So we launched NPIC a year ago and closed it within 4 days. That's because it filled up. This is my private VIP coaching group. This is a very small number, only several hundred people, where you can get a lot of personal attention. Really work with me one-on-one to really take things to the next level. So there's 3 pillars here. The Niche Profit Blueprint Training Course. What this is actually really useful. It's a Cliff's Notes version of the Niche Profit Full Control course. I recommend watching the Full Control course. But then if you need to refer back to something quickly, you can access this Blueprint Training course. It's only available in NPIC. Also, exclusive bi-monthly Advanced Secrets training webinars, exclusive to NPIC, content that is not shared anywhere else. And finally, the VIP Facebook coaching group. So this takes it a step beyond the forum within NPFC, you're coming into a closed door Facebook coaching group. It's just an enhanced coaching experience where, it's for people who are really ready to do this. So this is actually everybody who's in there now is paying. The value is $1,164 per year. That's the actual cost. You're getting free lifetime access, the first 25 who join. So stepping back again, we've added more. So niche profit full control, we've talked about the core niche profit full control. Everybody's getting access to that, whether you're the first 25 or not. That leads up to bonus 2. Bonus 3, 4, and 5 are for the first 25 who join. Those are limited. Those include the 8 ready-made niche businesses, the Next Level Secrets Workshop, and lifetime access to NPIC. The total value of all of this is $30,640. Again, you can get in right now for $597. Just go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Justin, and you can check out through ClickBank right then and there. That said, Justin, I know you have a bonus as well. I know we've gone a long time, but I do want to turn it over to you if now's a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Before I kind of go into that bonus, guys, how amazing has this training been? Let me know 1 through 10, because I've seen so many comments in here that this was just an amazing training. Am I getting more 11s than 10s? I didn't even say you could do an 11, but it looks like people are loving it. They see the opportunity, and people already are jumping at joining Niche Profit Full Control. So first off, I'm really happy that everyone sees the value and they're really taking action. But yeah, for the bonus, Adam's course is so comprehensive and amazing that we try to think of, what is something that we can do to get people to make this even more of a no-brainer, something that allows you guys to really feel confident and take the jump, because we know here at ClickBank University that it's a good decision for you. So what we actually did, and Adam, maybe it's better that you hand over the screen. I don't know if you could say throw me the screen. You share the screen, and I could show them actually the bonus that I want to give them.
Definitely, yeah. Justin, if you just want to take the screen over to your side, that'd be great. I'm seeing ClickBank Organizer in the panel, so I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay, got
a couple ClickBank Organizers.
Let me try to check real quick. Yeah, I think it's just going to be the one that there should be one with audio.
Okay, I see it. Let's try this.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great.
All right, guys, let me know in the chat. Can you see my screen? It should be blue, and it should say product funnels on it. Let me know in the chat, guys. Okay, you are. So what I am actually in right now is the ClickBank Builder. So some of you guys know this. This is kind of our flagship software program that we sell, and it's only offered for ClickBank University students. And so we don't sell it anywhere else. There's no way to actually buy the ClickBank Builder by itself. If you go to clickbankbuilder.com, you'll see it'll just land on a login page. But what this is for everyone that kind of wants that next step. So Adam has been talking about, if you want to make the 6 figures a month, and that's really a goal, it's much more feasible to do that with a product of your own. And the ClickBank Builder, what it does is it allows you to easily create products. So let's create a fish training product. And basically what it does is it creates all the necessary pages you need to sell your own product. So you don't have to worry about all the technical hassles. And it's really just a point and click kind of simple editor. So you can change all the text, you can change the background, change the buttons. It's all you just click it and you change it, and it creates your sales pages so you can accept payments with ClickBank in a really easy and integrated way. So you just literally put in your ClickBank account and it integrates. So you don't have to do APIs or all this confusing developer stuff that typically it would take to set up these pages. And sales pages, thanks pages, your actual product. And even more than that, you can actually create opt-in pages as well. So I know Adam's suite of tools that are offered in this package cover a lot of stuff. but we wanted to give you access to the ClickBank Builder for free for 6 months, just so you can really have all the pieces of the puzzle that we can possibly give you. It also includes a training center, so you can watch all of the videos. And with the ClickBank Builder, we host everything for free. So this is literally 6 months of you paying $0. So you don't need to host any of the sites. We pay for the hosting. And as you can see here, you can actually create unlimited products and unlimited opt-in pages as well. So that's something we want to give you guys. If you join today, access to the ClickBank Builder for free for 6 months. And then, after those 6 months, hopefully you're making a ton of money and you see the value, and we'll give you the ClickBank Builder for the same exclusive price as for a ClickBank University students. But for 6 months, zero charges at all, and it's not going to auto renew or anything like that. It's just, if you want to continue with the builder, you can send us an email and then we can set you up after those 6 months. So it's not going to charge you or anything like that. It's no strings attached. So let me know in the chat, is that cool? Would you guys like us to throw in the ClickBank Builder for free for 6 months for everyone that joins today? Yeah? You guys see the value in that and you're going to use it? Okay, tons of yeses. So yeah, so we're happy to include that if you guys join today, as giving you a little extra incentive to take action, because everyone needs a little bit of a push to take action. And when we know things are good for you and good for your business, we're happy to give you that little push. So Adam, I'm going to make you presenter again and you can take over the screen here.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Yeah, that's a fantastic bonus. And that's really going to just it really adds to the program. It's going to give you some features that are not in the Niche Profit Press tool, and just give you more flexibility, especially as you get through the more advanced parts of the course. So that is awesome. And I see some questions coming in. So Justin, should I go ahead and start tackling some of these?
Yeah, and I'll be here too to add to some of their answers.
Okay, great. Well, just a heads up first, there are only 8 bonus slots available left. So they're going really quickly. I see we still have hundreds of people on the call, so just a heads up on that. Very small number of bonus packages available. So definitely go now, they're going fast. I see questions about how do I claim my bonuses. So to get the bonuses that I talked about, go to, and you might want to write this down because you need to go to a URL, help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. So that's help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. Just submit a ticket, that's our help desk, with your ClickBank receipt number, and we'll email you access to all your bonuses. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm just going to go up to the top of the questions list because they're coming in quickly.
I saw a question actually earlier, Adam, and they were asking, hey, so is this going to rebill annually, or is it lifetime membership?
Okay, yeah, it's lifetime membership. There's no annual rebills. So if you pay the single pay option of $14.97, that's it. If you do the 3 pay, it's 3 payments of $5.97, and each of those are spaced 30 days apart. But then when those are complete, there's no further billing. All right. I see a couple people asking if this is an automated webinar, and no, it's not. Hopefully that's proof, since I just answered that. Let's see here. Oh, okay, great question from Deborah. How do you get people from the blog to the opt-in page? So That's one way that you're going to get people to your opt-in page is when you send traffic to your blog, you can get them from the blog to the opt-in page, and that's done through a couple of things. One is putting links in your sidebar where they can actually just opt in directly, so opt-in forms in your sidebar. You can also put ads in your sidebar, like an ad for your free report that just links straight to your opt-in page. And then also weaving links within your blog posts. You can link to your opt-in page from within the actual blog articles, which is really natural. It's a really smooth way to get people to your opt-in page. It's also a great way to promote affiliate products through your blog, which we haven't talked about yet. So that's one way, but you're also going to be sending traffic straight to your opt-in page. I know I said it might have sounded like they were going to go to the blog first. They will in some cases, but some of these traffic sources will warm your traffic up enough that you can just send them directly to your opt-in page and they don't have to go to the blog first. So let's see here. I see a couple questions that have already been answered. Brooke, really appreciate your comments. Just saying, no kidding, this is the best webinar I've ever attended, and I've attended a lot. No BS, nuts and bolts, how to be successful. Thanks. That's awesome. Really happy to hear you're getting value from it. If you've joined, if you could just raise your hand, or actually, if you could comment in the questions box and just let me know you've joined and what it was that, the reason that you did join. I would love to know where you got value in this presentation. I would just love to hear it. I'd also love to welcome everyone who's come into the program. Jeff has joined. Welcome, Jeff. Mike is, sorry, Brandon is in. Brent is in. Sound step-by-step, no theory, only training. Joshua is in. He's joined because this has been one of the most comprehensive webinars he's been a part of. Giovanni was really happy with the presentation and look forward to moving ahead with it. Welcome, Giovanni. Welcome, Sarah. Sarah, I see you're asking about the free bonuses. Again, oh, the free bonuses. Yeah, we're going to give away a link to that just before we close out. We'll drop those in to the chat box. I want to get through. Actually, we can do that now. So Bobby, if you're on the line, if you want to drop those in, that would be great. So that'll be a Dropbox link. That's going to be dropped into the chat box and GoToWebinar. You can click it and go get your free materials. Welcome, Stephen, who's saying, I have a great presentation style coupled with sincerity and information. Really glad to hear that you enjoyed it. Lenita is asking, is it possible to join at a later time? I'm not sure, Lenita. We're just kind of monitoring how many people are coming in, and we'll be closing the doors. I know. I don't know exactly when, but it's going to be soon. I don't know. Maybe Justin can. Should we just leave it at that at this stage, Justin?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. So that way we have flexibility to close it without saying, "Hey, you told us it'd be up for a little bit longer." One thing that I would say though is we'll send an email to you guys if it's still open tomorrow. We'll probably send something out if it is available.
Sounds good. Alumide, sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but is asking, can you instruct me as to how to create an opt-in page on a created website and blog? So yes, if you already have a website up and running, the software will you can still add pages to that site using the software tools, the landing page generators specifically. And the training in the members area addresses that specifically if you already have a site, how to add a page. It's really not that different than adding a page to a new site. Another thing, these sites that you're creating, that you'll be creating with the program, they're your sites. They're not our sites. They're not in any way tied into our platform, or we don't have any control over them at all. They'll be on your own hosting, your own domain. So just a note there, you will be using our software tools to add pages to your sites, but those are all FTP'd to your hosting platform, stored on your hosting. So like if you ever decided to leave in PFC and just never use our tools again, your site wouldn't be affected at all. You could just use a different tool to keep adding pages to your site. Now, if you could as well, we've had a lot of people join. It looks like we're actually out of the 25 bonus package. So that's gone really quickly. And actually, I'm thinking, Justin, if it's all right with you, if we could open up 10 more of those tonight, because people are still joining. And we still have some questions coming in. So maybe we can open 10 more, 25 to 35, and then cut it off there.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. You know, a lot of
Okay.
the bonuses are yours, so if you're good with that, I'm sure everyone would appreciate it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, because we're at, it looks like 28 or 29. So that's going to give us 6 more spots. And if you could just share with me too, if you wouldn't mind, just if you're on the fence or if there's something holding you back from joining, what that is, what's troubling you or concerning you about the program. I'd be very curious to know. A couple of people just saying it's not in your budget. Steven's saying he wants to watch the presentation one more time to soak it in. All right. One person actually saying, will it actually work? And that's a very, I mean, that's a great question. It's a question that I think at this stage, I always just say, you've got to take action. I mean, all the information that I have, I've done my best to share tonight. And, you know, at this stage, you've got to get in there. At the end, it is a leap of faith. Even with everything that I've shared, the student case studies, the results that so many people are already getting, my results, et cetera, in the end, it's got to make sense to you. All right. So we've got 3 bonus packages available, and then those are going to be gone for tonight. So I would say, you know, if you're on the order page now, I would definitely hurry up. We just had 1 go, so there's 2. And if not, nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/Justin. And I think, Justin, I mean, I've taken up a lot of time tonight. This presentation's gone longer than it normally does. So really appreciate everyone sticking around. And I'm happy to keep answering questions, but I know what's going on in time. So I'll leave it to you of when we close out.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here too with the questions. I still see them coming in. I'm gonna also try to know if you don't get your question answered. It might be answered in the chat, so we're writing back to you guys as well. So please read that little chat box. You might get a chat back from myself or Adam.
Okay, great. Yeah, and so many questions have come in. I'm trying, but it's difficult to see the order. And just I want to make sure that if you have a pressing question, I get to it. So if you can submit it one more time. If you have a question I haven't answered that you need answered, submit it one more time, and I'll jump on it. And
by the way, guys, okay. there have been 1,227 questions. So some of those aren't questions. Some of those are like comments, like awesome webinar, or someone saying yes. But 1,231 is what we're at right now.
Wow.
So please excuse us if we missed your question.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. let's see here. So some more questions. How do we get the free bonus? So again, I suggest writing this URL down. You have to go to a specific URL to get them. So if you have a pen and paper handy, write this down. It's help. It's a subdomain, so it's help.nicheprofitfullcontrol. Sorry, scratch that. It's help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. Help.nicheprofitsolutions. That's going to open up a help desk, and just submit your ClickBank receipt or your receipt number, and we'll get you access to the bonuses. So I see Sean, you're asking that, and a couple other people. Jeremy's asking, you mentioned creating a pen name for your niche sites. Do you teach that as well? I don't want to use my own name and face. Yeah, and just to reiterate, you don't technically need to use any name and face. We have students, and I've seen many people who don't have a name and face. Again, it does have some advantages, but if you let's say you do want to use a name and face, but not your own, like you, Jeremy, you can, and yes, we teach that, and I do that across a lot of my sites. There's a couple of different ways to go about it, and I walk through exactly how to go about that. Another question here, it's asking, I'm actually scared about quickly gaining the profits within a short time, and scared of not getting it right after tonight, and scared about not getting it right after tonight. Profits. Huh. Man, I wish I could help. I wish I could address that question. I mean, I think I'm not sure exactly what you mean by scared of gaining profits too fast. If that's what you meant, maybe just let me know if that's what you meant, because I'm not sure I'm reading this question right. So I'll circle back to that. Praveen is saying, is it legal to impersonate anyone for our own product website? Adam did it with Maggie for his Writing Jobs website. Yeah, you're not going to be impersonating anybody. That's not the right term for it. And no, we would not want to do that. You're going to be using a pen persona. And to give you a kind of a quick view into what we're doing, you can purchase stock photos that come with license rights, where you can use that stock photo. Say it's a, like just a photo of someone. You can use that on social media accounts, on websites, and it's a special license that you can get from sites like iStockPhoto and other stock photo sites. So that's one way to do it. Again, though, don't get hung up on the pen persona thing. It's not. Again, you don't need to have one. You don't need a persona other than a name. You do need a name. Okay, so someone's saying, I thought you were going to drop a link to the free products. So that's Deborah. We did do that, Deborah. It's in the chat box in GoToWebinar. So just check the chat box and you'll see it there. Judy, so there's a couple different, there's 3 different themes that I recommend actually. I'll give you one of them because some I want to keep to the students, but one is WP Total theme. That's one of them. There's also a free theme. So that theme is $50. You can pick up a copy at ThemeForest. There's a free theme too that's really good. That's an alternative to that. And then there's one other one as well. So, but can't go wrong with WP Total theme. Jonathan saying, from the opt-in page to give someone free content, how do you get them to your website? From the opt-in page to give someone free content, how do you get them to your website? Well, the opt-in page, that is your website, and that's where you want your visitors ultimately. So there, you're going to be sending your traffic sometimes to your blog. Maybe that's what you mean by website. Directly from these traffic sources, Facebook, YouTube, etc. And then some of that traffic, though, it's going to cycle through your blog over to your opt-in page. Some of it, though, you're going to send directly to your opt-in page. And when someone opts in, as a lead, that's great. They're going to be added to your list. They'll be redirected to a thank you page, and then your email follow-up sequence will kick in, and they'll start getting that 1 email per day. And that's when the power of email kicks in. That's when, if you haven't experienced that before, you'll really see why is there all this fuss about email marketing? It's because it works. Just to point it out, I mean, everyone on this call is here today, and this is a packed call, through an email that you received from Justin. I would say 99% of people. That's email, and that's why we call it the revenue generator. Okay, what makes this product any better than any other similar product? Timothy, I mean, I like to think I've answered that by now. I would just say there isn't really a similar product. Yeah, you'd have to define similar, but I think this is among the best, if not the best, training on how to build this type of business. Mark is asking, what are some of my best paid traffic sources? Facebook, Yahoo Gemini ads, and those are the main ones. All right, Wayne is saying, what concerns me is that if you will actually refund me the money within 30 days, or if you're a liar. So Wayne, first off, yeah, I mean, I have publicly stated the refund policy, and we stick to our refund policy. It's that simple. If you're, that worried about it though, it might hold you back if that's your focus. I mean, I like to think through this webinar that you're coming in, ready to really move forward with this, and that we will work together to create the website that you want to reach your goals. So if you're worried I'm not going to refund you, and that's a big concern, I mean, if it makes you feel better, this is all processed through ClickBank. ClickBank has the highest ethics when it comes to their customers. So ultimately, you're my customer, but you're also ClickBank's. So there's a backup there for you if you're really that worried. But of course, I would never want to keep anybody's money if they wanted to, if they didn't want to remain part of the program. So, man, so many questions coming in. I'm going to try to speed up my answers a little bit here. Are we still going to receive the 50 niche book? Yes, Allison, that's part of the free package that we gave away. That link is in the chat box for you. You can click that and download the 50 free niche book right now. All right. I think, okay. So Gonzo is asking, I have no friends or a Facebook account. Could this still work for me? Yes, it can. You don't need friends or a Facebook account. Facebook's just one source of traffic. Dagmar, yes, you are one of the 35, so you're good to go. You did get the bonus, all of the bonuses tonight. David's saying, I've spent a lot of money on this type of business. The presentation has been the best, but I'm apprehensive. At the bottom line, can I really be successful with this? David, I know you can be successful with this. I'm positive you can be successful with this, and I see Bobby responded too. I think I would echo exactly what he said there. Okay. Lisa's great question here. Are you able to work at your own pace, or once you reach a certain amount of training, you have to wait a week or so before going ahead? Lisa, no. you can work at your own pace. All the training is available to you right when you get inside. It's not drip fed out. So Christy's saying, great webinar. I really learned a lot. That's awesome, Christy. Okay, the link again for the bonus is help.nicheprofitfullcontrol.com. All right. And the link to the free gifts. So there's the bonuses. That's for the first 35. That is help.nicheprofitfullcontrol.com. The gifts, the free gifts, there's a link in your or in your chat box and GoToWebinar with a link where you can download those right now. Darlene, yes, you did get in. You just made it. So you were number 34. So there's one spot left for the bonuses tonight. If you don't get the bonuses, you're still getting the core product, which is, you know, like I said, those extra bonuses, we've never given those away before. And we've had a lot of successful students. So the core product itself, I don't want those bonuses to overshadow that. Those bonuses are going to be really nice to have, but the core product itself, you know, doesn't include those. And I know that it's going to be really effective for you. So Ernie's saying, where do I find my receipt? That should have been emailed to you, Ernie, from ClickBank. So look for an email from ClickBank on that. Wayne is saying, wow, truly honest people doing business. Great. Yep. Did I get in for the bonuses? Jim, yes, you did. David, yes, you did as well. You got the bonuses.
And also about the bonuses, with the ClickBank Builder bonus of 6 months, I'll just give that to everyone that was able to get in today. So not like the first 30. So what we'll do is for the ClickBank Builder, we'll send everyone login details probably next week for that. Just everyone that's automatically purchased. So you don't have to worry about sending in a ticket for the ClickBank Builder bonus.
Nice. Araya, yes, you made it. Okay, Jeff. So Jeff, if you haven't gotten any email receipts, go ahead and send us a support ticket. Go to help.nicheprofitsolutions.com and just send us a ticket with your, yeah, just send us a ticket and we'll make sure you get everything. Yep. Mayor is asking, 1,497 is the price, or 4,997? It's 1,497, Mayor, for the single pay option. And Chris says, great webinar. You've given me the best traffic strategy I've ever heard of. I've always struggled with traffic, and now I know those days are over. That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, it's a huge relief to get the traffic thing nailed. And it's one of those things that once you get it, you've always got it. Mike, can you download, Mike is asking, can you download the pages or host the builder pages if you choose? Mike, no, you can't download them from our servers. You could FTP them to your site and then download them from there if you wanted to. Mayor saying, is that this is for lifetime access, right? Yes, it is lifetime access. Willie, yes, we are receiving your chats. Please let us know your question. Gonzo is saying, if content is king regarding blogs, how do we source quality content? Well, the Ready-Made Niche Businesses bonus, those 8 ready-made businesses have a ton of content to get you started. And if you've joined up until now, you've gotten those bonuses, those niche packs. But if you want to have your own content created from scratch, or it's just necessary for you to do that, there are some very effective and cost-effective ways to do that are explained in detail in the course. Hey, Justin, or Chelsea's saying, she's asking if, yeah, Chelsea, I see Bobby answered you there. Let's see. Erlen, Justin, maybe you can take this one. He's just saying, is the course the same thing as the ClickBank Builder 2.0?
Hey, Erlen. No, so the ClickBank Builder 2.0 is a software tool that we sell only for ClickBank University students, and that's to create unlimited products, unlimited opt-in pages, and they're hosted for free for you. So that's something we sell separately, but if you join today for Niche Profit Full Control, we're basically going to give you that for free, the ClickBank Builder for free for 6 months to try out. So they're separate things. Niche Profit Full Control, Adam's course has tons of training and tons of tools as well. And the ClickBank Builder is essentially another software tool to help you get up and running without needing to know any programming. So we're happy to throw that in if you're able to get a spot and join.
Great. David is saying, or sorry, I'm sorry, I missed that. I lost track of that one. Let's see. Oh, Willie, sorry, I missed the name, but someone said that you got the ClickBank receipt, but you didn't get the welcome email from us with your login details. So if that's the case, just open a support ticket with us. Again, help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. Go to that URL, help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. Just submit a support ticket there, and we'll get back to you with your login details. Make sure, chances are it might be in spam or another folder. So just check those areas. If you can't find it, then yeah, just open up a ticket and we'll resend it. No, Ashley, it's not an email address. It's a website address. So there's no @ symbol. It's help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. In fact, we might have if this is the case, I'm gonna wish I'd mentioned this earlier. No, that's trying to see if there's an easier URL I can give you real quick. Okay, another URL you can go to, which will take you to the same place, is nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/support. So either one of those. Chelsea's asking, are all the coaching calls during the day? I'm trying to do this at night only. The coaching calls are usually at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Chelsea. And they are all recorded. And if you can't make a call, you can always ask questions at the coaching forum. Jake, you are included in the first 25. I see your name, so you're good. Just submit that support ticket, and we'll get back to you with your bonuses. All right. Looks like we're getting pretty close to the end of questions here. I think we've pretty much gotten to everything. I don't see any questions that we haven't gotten to. I've just been going one by one down the list.
Yeah, I think so too. And did you put in that support into the chat by any chance? It looks like Bobby did actually, the
Okay.
help.nicheprofitsolutions.com. So inside that chat, the one that starts with help is going to be the one for anyone to send in a question about the program, or if you had an issue paying or something like that, reach out to Adam's support, and I'm sure someone will get back to you pretty soon.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, Chelsea, we have seen your questions about the bonuses. I thought I'd answer them, but if not, I see you're asking, will you review all the bonuses we get? Yeah, I'm guessing you mean to make sure you get all the bonuses that you qualify for. If that's the question, then yes. Yeah, we'll make sure you get the bonuses that you qualify for. Okay. Dayon, if you didn't get your question answered, if you could ask it again, that would be great. Because it's probably just so far up the list now. Might be tough for us to find. Sorry about that. Linda, same thing. Sorry that we missed that, but if you could post it again, that would be great. That would be really helpful. Okay, Dayon's saying, if we want to buy your program at a different time, can we? I can't guarantee it. Justin mentioned he'll be sending out an email tomorrow about that, but we're not sure at this stage. We're just we've opened the doors tonight. We're kind of seeing how things are going, because we don't want to take on too many students and overwhelm myself or the coaches. We'd like to keep it more tight-knit so that we can give you the coaching a high level of coaching. Derek, do I need to join the program to qualify for the bonuses? And Derek, yes, you do. Michael's asking, will you be rebroadcasting the webinar? And Michael, again, we're not sure right now, but I think Justin mentioned he'll let everyone know tomorrow. Yeah, Brent. Yeah. So yeah, I see you did not get your login email, so yeah, sorry about that. Just submit the ticket. I see you have the URL, and we'll get that back to you, or we'll get that login info over to you. Dayon saying, what platform do I use to create my website? WordPress and the site builder that's included in the program. Just those two things are all you need. Linda, yeah, I'm not sure. Why don't you email us when you're ready, and we can take a look at that. So just go to Niche Profit, go to help.nicheprofitsolutions.com and just submit a ticket there when you're ready. Yeah, that's right, Darlene. That's the correct link. You have it. It's Yellowbird Publishing is the name of our company. So if it says Yellowbird in the URL, it's correct. Will you tell us what the bonuses are for the first 25 people? Yeah, it's 8 ready-made niche businesses. So those are going to give you a ton of content for your websites. The second bonus was you're going to get a seat on my upcoming Next Level workshop. That's a live training call on November 30th, where I'm going to be sharing some strategies and tactics that are not included in the core training. It's exclusive to the first 35. And then the third bonus is lifetime access to our VIP coaching program, which is called Niche Profit Inner Circle. It's kind of like another level of coaching beyond Niche Profit Full Control. It's it's ideal for Niche Profit Full Control students. So most of the people in there now went through Niche Profit Full Control first and then joined Niche Profit Inner Circle for advanced coaching, for additional coaching. You're getting complimentary access to that lifetime. You're not going to have to pay the monthly fee for it. All bonuses are obviously bonuses. They're complimentary. So those are the 3 that are part of the limited bonus package. Janet's saying, what other monthly subscriptions do we need to have? You need hosting, Janet, which you can get for as little as $8 a month. That's the cheapest I've found. So hosting, so $8 a month for hosting. And eventually, if your business grows to a certain level, you're going to need to upgrade your Aweber account. That's the email marketing service provider account. You can start with a free account, but when it gets to a certain level, you'll have to upgrade it. And I think the starter package is $19.95 a month for more subscribers. So that's the good thing. It's not like the costs get piled on. I mean, those 2 things, your hosting and your Aweber, that's going to take you a lot further. I can't really think of anything beyond that subscription-wise that you'll need to pay for. And by the time you're having to upgrade Aweber, you should be earning income. Janet, you're asking about lead pages. You don't have to pay for lead pages if you're part of Niche Profit Full Control, because we have Niche Profit Press, which is our site builder that's part of the program. It's similar to lead pages, but it's a different software tool. It does what lead pages does, but you don't have to pay for it. Stephen's saying WordPress versus Wix, your thoughts? Wix is not going to do what we as internet marketers want it to do. Wix, I think, is great for creating, a nice, presenting yourself in a positive way to your audience. But beyond presentation, it's difficult. We're going beyond presentation. We're going to the level of conversion and a different type of interaction with our site. So Wix isn't quite there. WordPress, much, much better, and for what we're doing. KK, let us know your full name, and we can tell you if you got the bonuses. Rosa is saying, thank you so much. This is the best internet marketing presentation I've ever heard. So clear and easy to understand. I don't have the money to pay right now to access the system, but your presentation and the 3 free PDF documents are clear enough for me to try. That's awesome, Rosa. Thank you. And good luck with your endeavors on that. Stephen is saying, looks like you only get a 30-day trial for Aweber, not free service that I could find. If Aweber, okay, if they changed that, it was recent. So I'll need to double check that as well, Stephen. And if that's the case, there are other service providers that you can go with. It doesn't have to be Aweber. There are a handful that all do the same thing and are of similar quality. Norma's saying, do you need lead pages if you have Aweber? You need a site builder, a landing page generator. Yes, you would need a site builder. So it doesn't have to be lead pages. Brent, yes, you did get the bonuses. So if anyone's joined, I think questions-wise, for those who have joined, if you have further questions and you've already joined the program, please, if you wouldn't mind, you can start asking those questions in the forum, and we'll get to those there. Right now, I'd really like to focus on those who have not joined, because I'm going to be working with those who have joined directly in the coming weeks and months. So for those who haven't, I'm not going to have that chance again. So Any additional questions about the program you've already joined, please just ask those in the forum, unless it's related to, like, you didn't get your email, your welcome email. All right. All right. Thanks, Lenita. Have a great night. Have a great night, Chelsea. Brent is saying he's out. Have a great night, Brent. Araya, you're welcome. Chelsea just joined. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Stephen is signing off. Illuminate, the answer to your question is Aweber is better delivery-wise than chimp mail. Sean, thank you. Thank you. Danielle. Lewis. Jim, yes. Jeff, yes, you did. All right. It looks like we've gotten to all the questions. Maybe just one last call here for questions. We are approaching, looks like 9:00 p.m. Which again, I'm happy to stay, but I don't want to keep everyone here all night. But any more, so last call for questions, and if I missed your question or anything's popped up, feel free to ask now. Again, if you're a member, if you wouldn't mind holding off and asking those in the members area, that'd be great. So I see a question from Dale about WP Total theme. Yes, that is the paid theme. Free theme, I'm gonna, some things I need to keep for members. There are a lot of good free themes, though, Dale. In fact, Dale, if you want to put your email address in, I can send you a list. All right, I got that, Dale. So yeah, I'll follow up with you and give you a list there. Get your email address down here. All right. Okay, I'm not really seeing any more questions coming in at this stage. Justin, what are your thoughts on where we're at now?
Yeah, I think everyone has an awesome understanding of everything. So I think we're pretty good with the questions and answers. And thanks, Adam, for hanging out way over the run time of this webinar and sticking with us and giving value to everyone and explaining things and answering questions. Guys, let me know in the chat. There's still 200 of you, and you stayed on for, it's been 3 hours, a lot of you guys. Did you guys learn something that you're going to put to work? Let me know in the chat, whether you joined or you're not able to join. Let me know in the chat if you're going to put something that you've learned from this presentation to work for you, and you're going to use it to grow your online business and take that next step. Yes? Okay. Lots of yeses. That's the most important thing, guys, because I always kind of think about it like this. So with ClickBank University, we have so many people learning and getting a lot of value from what we teach. And I'm sure, Adam, you experience the same thing. But in reality, you guys need to be taking way more action than you are learning. So you're learning a third of the time, you're taking action 2/3 of the time. So it's not enough to just show up for these webinars and learn a bunch of stuff. But you got to make sure you're taking action, because you're going to learn a lot once you start putting these things into play, right? So you're going to learn way more from the experience than just the initial kind of methods in the training that we're giving you. So let me know in the chat. I see a few more questions pop in here. This is a good one. I think it's important. So let me answer it. So what's the difference from this and ClickBank University? So that's a really good question. A lot of you guys are ClickBank University members, and that's great. I'm so happy that you're inside of the university and you're learning. And we brought on Adam because this program of Niche Profit Classroom and the bonuses that he was going to offer just for you guys was something really exciting and is really a complement to ClickBank University, right? The ClickBank University teaches you how to be an affiliate or vendor, and Niche Profit Classroom kind of narrows in and focuses on a system that Adam's been able to successfully do for several years and teach a ton of people how to use this system and this kind of sequence of methods to build this autopilot income. And I think what you should be doing if you are a member of both is to try to take the strategies of ClickBank University, the marketing strategies, the marketing knowledge, the optimization, and then apply that to Adam's course. I think you guys are going to have a huge advantage. And so what's the difference? Adam's training has all these other tools as well that are going to help you with all your ClickBank University training. So it's kind of a really awesome complement. So I hope that kind of answers it.
Awesome. I was thinking, Justin, maybe we can do this because we are past the bonus level, which I can't remember the last time we got there so fast to 35 bonus slots, but we're past it, and we still, as you mentioned, have a couple hundred people on the call. What if we kept things open for maybe 3 more minutes? I could set a timer, and for those who want to make sure you get the bonuses, for anyone who joins really in the next 3 minutes, you'll still get that bonus package. How does that sound?
That would be awesome. If you're willing to do that, I think that'd be great. I'm sure everyone would appreciate as well, because I know it was tough because so many people are joining. They didn't really know, who was like the exact cutoff. So you were getting like a lot of messages in there asking.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think that would be awesome. I'm sure everyone would appreciate it.
Okay, sounds good. Just get a countdown timer up here. All right. So here we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and set it to 3 minutes and start it now. So just to repeat that, for everyone on the call, if you order before the countdown timer gets to 0, you'll get the core package and you'll get all of the bonuses as well that we've talked about on the call. So everything that we've talked about, all the bonuses from my side, as well as from Justin's. And while that's running, go back to questions here.
And that's 3 minutes. Is that what you set it at?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. It wasn't showing up on the screen there. So there it is. And we're at 2 minutes now. All right, Alvin, welcome. I see you you joined us. Okay. All right, we're getting to that 1 minute mark, everyone, and I know we still have a couple hundred on. This may very well be the last chance to get these bonuses. Again, Justin and I haven't talked and figured out if we're going to let anyone else in beyond tonight. So we'll do that. We'll do that soon. But to ensure that you do get them, if you want them, now would be the time to take action with that. And yeah, I think it looks like we've gotten to all those questions. So Well, this has been great, Justin. Thanks so much for having me. I've really enjoyed being here, and uh, it's been a great group, and everyone's asked really great questions tonight. So I've had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you anytime. And I also have been like really impressed because I was paying attention throughout the training, and you've done these webinars before, but you're always changing with the trends of what's really working right now. So I appreciate you keeping everything up to date, and I know you're going to treat all of the customers really well. So thanks so much for just being like a really good digital marketer and a good guy. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, guys, 5 seconds. Just have an awesome rest of the night, maybe an awesome beginning of the day for some of you in different time zones. And we'll catch you on the next training, or I'll catch you inside of ClickBank University. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much, Adam. Thanks so much, everyone, for being on. And have a good night, or again, a good morning. Talk to you later.
Thank you.